How long would a 5090 last? In my eyes, a 5090 is like, what is it? A 1080 Ti? If you buy a 5090, realistically, it's at least 4 years, if not longer. I'm on a 4090, and I've been on a 4090 since it came out. I can imagine myself using it for another 2 years at least. Like, these cards are so over-spec'd. I don't even know why you would replace it. The only next big thing in like graphics cards is if they somehow give us something like that is essential. So it would have to be like new class of RAM, extremely power efficient, ray tracing up the wazoo, like super frame generation, like shit like that. That's the kind of stuff that would take. So because they're not really doing stuff like that, I highly doubt you'd have to upgrade for like four years at least. If I mostly watch streams, would you even get a 5090? No, you'd be wasting your money. A 5090 is playing things in 4K. A 4090 is already playing things in 4K. So if you don't, do you have a 4K monitor? Like stuff like that. If you don't even have these things, it doesn't even matter. Why would you pay 2.5K for a graphics card though? Trying to explain things to mono is way too difficult, guys. I give up. All right. Well, with that said, guys, hey, we're gonna check out some streams. I was gonna poll for E-Leg today, but maybe it's better to just do it tomorrow because we're so late. Let's just chill out, do the reaction content, so I can have time tonight to edit and finish my sponsorship video. So we're just gonna check out today and see how that goes. Tomorrow I'll pull for E-Leg. I'll pull for Dorothy. No, I'll pull for E-Leg. And tomorrow we'll do our Solo Link Arise polls as well. Yeah, I think that's a good plan. Yeah, so tonight we'll check out all these things, including the Nvidia gamings. Once we check about R1999. The slow rate is cooked, water dead ass. I actually have good water in EK, so it should be an easy top 3% for me. Or it'll be better than top 3%, obviously, but like it should be an easy top 1% or something like that. I don't know. It shouldn't be hard at all. I already saw Sky's not making a video on it. He said he's tired or some stuff, you know? Yeah, I just gotta pull Estoro. Did you see the UK thing? Does anyone even want me to talk about that? No offense, guys. UK, the United Kingdom is filled with dummies. These guys convinced themselves that Brexit was a good idea, even though every economist told them this is a stupid idea. Why are you doing this? You are practically, they're not actually not a founding member of the EU, but they're practically a founding member of the EU because Winston Churchill's idea was the EU. They just didn't sign up immediately. But they're one of the most powerful members of the EU, which is why they gotta do stuff like keep the British pound, and they dictated a lot of the rules and laws to benefit themselves. And then at the end of it, they're like, actually, we think we can do better without you guys. And they left. And now they're getting fucked up the wazoo because of it. And now they're gonna sign in these censorship laws. Like, congratulations. I don't want to talk about the EU. Like, these guys have no idea what they're doing. It feels like this country is dead set on doing everything wrong. Want to know something else they screwed up with this year? First country to sign a trade deal with the United States after they declared trade wars on the entire world. Congratulations, UK. You're the first douchebags to do it. Congratulations. And all they got. Oh, your Rolls Royce get a, what was it? 10% tax, whatever nonsense. Nobody cares about Rolls Royces anymore. Like, it was the stupidest thing. Whatever. I don't want to talk about that country. They don't know what they're doing. It's a very backwards country, and it's funny because there are our monarch lives there. Being Canadian, our our parliament is formally represented through the monarch's power, through the governor general bestowing it upon the prime minister. So it's really funny, but no thanks. I don't want to touch anything with the UK. You can just assume the UK will make bad choices and bad decisions for years to come because that's all they seem to do. I hope Canada doesn't engage with those topics. Why would we? We're not stupid. There's a 99% repeating percent chance it's going to be pissy over something and start throwing more tariffs at them anyways. Exactly. Why did they even do it? The entire world was standing together and saying, hey, no one's going to make a deal with him because if we make a deal with him, it'll show him he's right. You guys know Trump's the kind of guy who will take one thing and say he's right. Like, he can be wrong 99 out of 100 things, 99 out of 100 times, but if he got it right one time, he's going to tell everybody it's a victory. He got it right. It's the right thing to do. Blah, 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 blah. And congratulations, the UK gave it to them. So, thanks. All right, anyways, let's watch the video. I just want to know. Okay, it's going to be a short stream today, guys. You know, I can ban you from reacting. I want you to know that. I don't even know what this represents. Why do you keep doing this emote? Alright, well, as mentioned, tonight we'll find out why the internet hates the store guy. Then we watch a guy break a $2,000 phone, and then we supposedly watch a game gotcha collab thing from a dead game. And then if I have any energy left, we'll do something else. But I have a sponsorship video to finish for tomorrow, so I'm not going to be worried about that stuff. Also, I am buying a new device, guys. You want to see it? I wasn't going to buy this because I have the SP version. But on Temu, it's like 60% off. It's only going to cost like $50 Canadian. It costs $70 American without shipping. So it's ridiculously cheap. I don't know if you guys know this. My favorite handheld of all time is not the DS. It's the Game Boy Advance. The first console that I ever got to own was a Game Boy Color, but I didn't get a Game Boy Advance until the DS came out, and I still bought a Game Boy Advance because I loved it so much. I think I spent more time on a Game Boy Advance than any other device. I'm buying this one, the white one. I'm really looking forward to getting it. I actually have a Game Boy Advance, a real Game Boy Advance, that I did a screen mod on, but the screen is so small. So yeah. Man, I love the Game Boy Advance. Most of my favorite games, mobile games, jeez, no, games on the go are on the Game Boy Advance. What are the buttons? It's A, B, X, Y, because this device actually plays more than Game Boy Advance. It can play SNES. It can actually even play up to, it can play PS1, PSP as well. Well, I don't know why you would want to, but they give you the buttons just in case you want to play the devices with extra buttons. I think my favorite GBA game was Castlevania Aria of Sorrow. Well, nobody asked you, but that's a good choice. That's a good game, but nobody asked you. Fuck you, Mono. No, my favorite Game Boy Advance game, guys, Final Fantasy Tactics Advance. That's my favorite game. It's so good. I know you guys think I'm a Fire Emblem guy, but I don't even think Fire Emblem was the best SRPG game on the GBA. And then, of course, there were other way better games. Oh, well, even higher profile games, but like that was my favorite game. I couldn't get past the snowball fight. The snowball fight is a tutorial fight. Yeah, so you can also play Mega Drive. This thing's been out for 6-7 months now. I resisted buying this, but it's dropped so much in price. I think I gotta get it at this point. This screen, you guys won't believe this. This screen is capable of 120 hertz. What the hell? So it doubles the normal 60 hertz. Why is that significant? You can do black frame insertion to lower ghosting. But then you can just get an OLED screen, which is resistant ghosting anyways. So it'll actually perform and look better than an actual GBA by far. GBA screen was not backlit either, and this is... Anyways, I'm looking forward to buying it. I'm probably going to order it in like a week or two. You kind of regret it, but it's too late? What are you talking about? You can still play today. What are you even doing for your time? You're not doing anything. It's probably a good idea for you to play it because everybody hates you and it'll take you away from the internet for a while. So I think you should give it a try. Oh yeah, I wanted to watch this video of you guys. The Zenless Zone Zero, the best Scotch game I quit after a month. Everyone keeps asking to go back to ZZZ, and I did think ZZZ was really good. I just didn't want to pick up another gacha. Oh, god damn it. Please hate Mono. Okay, let's do it. What is this? I already like it. I don't think I'm starting anyways. The one that takes the least time to play compared to other Hoyo games, really? This is Idolmaster? Well, I can't listen to it anymore. All right, anyways, let's do it. Let's start with something soft before we try this one. Look, guys, I know this has been talked to death for you guys. I don't know what's going on. I watched this guy's videos before. I thought he was a good guy. I thought he was a cool guy. I'm now very much ready to see how wrong I am. But you do realize I don't care if people are good or bad. If they're entertainment, if they provide entertainment and they're entertaining and they're smart, they're funny, whatever, I really don't care. But before that. I was speaking, whatever, we'll see. Look, man, it's so easy to say this stuff in retrospect. I don't know what he did. I don't. It's easy to say this stuff in retrospect, but when I first watched him... Where's the guy? There's a guy in this stream who kept showing me his videos, too. I like how you went quiet, not taking responsibility for exposing me to this dude. So funny. No, seriously, one of you guys in this stream kept sending me his videos. So, just saying. Very, very strange how you suddenly go quiet once all these things happen. Which Gundam is your favorite, guys? Oh my god. It's 30 years. Oh, it gives me shivers of nostalgia. It's so edgy, man. I've actually went back and tried to watch this, but it's way too edgy. Oh my gosh. The hand-drawn animations from back then, still timeless. Kiro's back? Oh, the song too. Oh, it's officially in widescreen as well. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, the classic opening where everyone's emo. Death Sight was the coolest Gundam of all time. Oh, or maybe Heavy Arms was. Or maybe the Talgies was. Oh my god. That's Epsilon, right? It's been so long. Whoa, he landed. He landed properly. That's the modern animation. Oh my god. Oh shit. It's new. Oh god. We're getting new Gundam Wing. I've seen these images before. I think it was a novel. I've seen these images before when I looked up Gundam Wing a long time ago, and it looks like we're new movie, new series. I don't know, but this is real. This is a real image. This isn't made up. This is stuff that's already been out. Like, this material's already been out. And then he blows up his Gundam. Oh my god. I am so looking forward to seeing all of this. Yeah, this is real. It's a new thing. It's new. It's all new. Look at all these people. They're definitely working on something new. Mission. Accept it. Yeah, it's something new. Oh my god. Okay. I don't know if you guys know this. I'm a big fan of Gundam Wing. A while ago, I said, hey, because they had it, let's watch Endless Waltz, because it was on YouTube. Gundam Info regularly puts up animes and movies of Gundam, and you can legally watch it on their YouTube channel. So I always thought they were super cool. And I really wanted to watch it, but I couldn't find the time for it. I'm so excited for this. Gundam Wing? It always has such a... Like, when you're a kid growing up, you identify with all these emo pro tags. Hiro Yui used to be, like, my favorite pilot in the Gundam universe, even though at this point I realized that guy's way too emo for me. And, like, I tried going back to watch Gundam, like, 8 years ago or something, and it was way too edgy for me, but I still watch a lot of it. But still, like, oh my god. It's still such a gorgeous series. The characters... Oh my god, they're still so iconic. The designs are gorgeous. Though, with that said, at the end of Gundam Wing Endless Waltz, don't they blow up their Gundams? Because they're like, oh, we have peace now. Or some shit. So this is supposed to be after that, right? Like, is this like an alternate timeline thing? I don't know. It's been a while since I watched Gundam Wing. Maybe I misremember things. But, man, this will be fun. This will be so much fun to watch this. I am so glad Gundam Info showed this trailer off. And Sunrise has been going back to Gundam's, like, older Gundam series, because they seem to be unable to make a real good new Gundam, you know? So that's a thing. But yeah, they did the Gundam Seed movie last year, and now they're going to do a Gundam Wing movie. That's awesome. But yeah, as I said, if you wanted to watch Gundam, you really can. You can just watch the entire series. Gundam Wing right now is being played. You can watch the entire series on Gundam Info. Man, it is... Well, it looks terrible nowadays, but, like, man, it's like still a classic. All right, but I want to check that out with you guys. Give me your thoughts. Oh yeah, there's the new Hathaway movie as well. And Gundam GQ has been hot. Like, they're doing a great job. Sunrise, good job. Nothing beats the classics, exactly. That said, though, let's see. If we want to watch Gundam Wing, which from Mercury, we still can. I don't know. I don't think they'll ever take that down. Yeah, you have both dub and sub. Gundam Seed is here as well. Oh wait, can we watch Hathaway? Dude, I would love to watch Hathaway. No, the movie's not available. Hathaway is a good movie. I liked it. Okay. Sure. Let's get to the controversial stuff now, and then we can Watch very expensive phone snap. Whoa, Eldritch, you're a Gundam fan? Yes, it was Sawano. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. Ah. I just, man, I love Gundam. I love it so much. What? Why do guys like robots? Mikanos, this is a pretty good one. Only 4 episodes out right now. What's that? I don't know. Am I going to react to a guy reacting? I don't know. What is this about? I have no idea what's going on with Thor. Really? All I've ever done is watch some of his shorts. In fact, one viewer keeps sending me his shorts, and then one day stops sending me his shorts, and now won't even reveal who he is because of all the things that have happened. I find that really interesting. I really don't know what's going on, so I really want to find out why he's been shat on. Like every day, like occasionally I get, well, not every day, but occasionally I get some articles about this dude and everyone hating on him. So let's find out.
Since you did. Last month was my birthday and you missed it. You didn't call me. Neither did your brother. You guys both
I'm covering him
for my birthday.
That isn't true. I sent you a text.
True. No, you did not.
Bullshit.
That was last year.
Bullshit.
Is this?
I got nothing.
Is this a problem?
You sent me one last year.
Is this a problem?
Last year. Am I a shitty son? Oh man. Yeah. It was last. Wow.
I want everybody
to know that, this happens Jason, when you get old.
Thor,
your memories all come together.
To his father for his birthday a month ago.
If it makes you feel any better, I didn't text you anything after that last happy birthday, so it's still the same one.
Whoa. Right, okay.
Here we go again.
I don't know how that makes better.
News. Now, ironically, the last couple weeks after I made that last video that did so well, I have been too busy with work and my personal life to even cover this.
I don't know if you guys know this. I have my dad blocked on my phone. So I don't have a good relationship with my dad. So just saying, I wouldn't even get that far.
Entire pirate software saga. And to be honest, being a little more disconnected from all the news, I kind of thought this entire thing would have wrapped up by now. So I sit down at my computer this weekend and I start looking at Twitter and seeing everything that's going on. And I cannot believe that this is still going, and now some of the details that are coming out, it's a lot to cover. So we're going to do a quick recap and then cover some of the more nefarious details, some of the more seedy stuff, which I don't really enjoy going through, but it's there, so we're going to talk about it. All right, so to do a quick recap, Pirate Software recently was suggested by one of his viewers to essentially put out an apology video to try to, like, garner some sympathy or some goodwill, some grace back.
That doesn't work.
To which he basically told them exactly what you'd imagine he would.
Put up a video saying you were wrong with every situation and the internet move on. I am not doing that. I don't give a fuck.
It doesn't work. I'm sorry, have you guys ever seen an apology video and be like, oh my god, it's time to forgive this man? No, it doesn't work. I've never read one where I read these all the time. I do. And most times I'm like, okay, this is average. This is maybe above average. It doesn't matter. Nobody cares. they're all bad to the public. It's never good enough. In fact, it makes things worse. So you're better off not writing it.
Yeah, simply bend the knee and lie about how you feel, and everyone will stop bullying you. That's a great idea, dude. Yeah,
it doesn't work. Sure.
Then, of course, we had the
I've never even seen it. If you guys have one that works, show me.
Where he essentially was caught
I've never seen one that worked.
Collaborating with one of his mods to use a dummy account to generate fake hype on Twitch. And, of course, a lot of people have been wondering if this is something that actually violates TOS. Maybe it's even criminal. Legal Mindset even commented on this himself. Now, Thor Jason here thinks that it's not in any way a violation of TOS or illegal.
Like, that's been a public thing forever. I think I even talked about it on there. That's against TOS, though? No, it is not against TOS. It is absolutely not against TOS to have...
The PewDiePie, I don't... he got through it for other reasons, but people didn't give him a pass based on his apology.
For that or reimbursed for it. That is not against TOS. So it's a shit joke at this point. Just because you heard it on YouTube doesn't mean it is. Yeah. In fact, I guarantee that you could go to thousands and thousands of communities across this entire platform and find lots of different moderators supporting the stream. Do you know why? Because moderators are generally the first fans of the stream. That is how that works in every community on this platform.
But again, at the very least, I said on Twitter,
okay.
in regards to what Pirate Software says here, he isn't wrong.
Was that really bad?
One of the biggest supporters of content creators. However, he's full of shit if he thinks it's not deceptive that his mod used a dummy account to try and generate artificial hype, which I think is really
okay, yeah, that's bad.
issue for a lot of people, given the fact that it seems that he's trying to, create the impression or the illusion that he's more popular than he really is, especially given how many subscribers he's lost recently. So, of course, we have more comments from people like Mr. Obvious here on Twitter saying it looks like Pirate Software engaged in bit farming or scamming to boost his Steam numbers, as well as what looks like shady business.
What? What? Why would he even need to do this? What? Why would he even need to? This doesn't even make sense to me.
Practices or money laundering. I can't say whether or not that's either one of those things.
Is it even true? That's also another one.
In terms of service violation, that's going to be up to the proper authorities. I can't even begin to tell you. What I can tell you is that due to a lot of this negative controversy, a lot of the negative attention.
Just so you guys know, even someone at my size, because I'm a partner, I get emails all the time of offers of, hey, we'll like give you bits and stuff, and then you refund half of it back to us. And crypto stuff that stuff gets offered all the time, but why would anyone accept it? It would make no sense.
Attention that Pirate Software has garnered. He is now accusing people like Quinn Theo, who's been covering a lot of this Pirate Software drama, of actually encouraging doxing in his Discord. And of course, I'll put some of those up on the screen for you guys to look at for yourself. Again, I am never going to be the one that's going to encourage people to dox anyone.
Prior this year, April 1st, Gigatrain going live, I made an announcement that we received 0% of the profits. Of the profits from this train, 50% would be going to the moderation team, and 50% would be given to the fair rescue. Okay. This announcement was made on March 29, 2025, so the community was well informed of this. You can find this attached. The total income from Gigatrain was 75,000 round up to the nearest 1,000. This means half the train was 37,500. The amount was then split 15 ways to all the staff besides myself. This means each staff member received 2,500. Kronos threw 75,000 bits, 100 tier 1 subs, 40 tier 3 subs during the Giga Train at around level 60 plus. He brought all of these in GBP, which comes out to 2,085 and 70 cents euros, or $2,815.75 after conversions. You can find these transactions attached as image 3. Furthermore, subs are not one-to-one conversion, and neither are bits. That's true. Subs come out to 68% of the overall contribution coming through, and bits normally are 82% when purchased in USD. The subs numbers is really goofy nowadays because they have different subs prices based on region, so sure. However, doing this through a GBP makes this, Great Britain pound, makes this conversion much worse. Yes, this means you're spending... what am I reading here? What's the problem?
I don't support it. I would hate to be doxxed myself, so I don't think it's ever justifiable. Whether or not something qualifies as doxing, though, that remains up to the person and how, doxing is interpreted by both the law and the individual. That being said, I mentioned earlier that there's a lot of subscriber loss still going on with Pirate Software. You can see on YouTube in just the last 30 days, he's already lost 230,000 subscribers, and I believe over on Twitch it's somewhere around 54,000 in the last couple of weeks. Absolutely.
Wait, is he saying the guy donated to him and then he refunded him half of it or something? Because that's literally what a lot of like organizations offer, which is against TOS, and it's a way for them to like launder money essentially. But is that an admission if that's what he's doing?
Staggering numbers that I'll never see in my lifetime. It's absolutely nuts. And of course, a lot of this goes back to the review bombing of Heartbound. And of course, you can see day after day, week after week, it's not getting any better for this game. And of course, this is a game that I have personally played. And I'm going to be honest right now. I know that a lot of people bought this game, played it for like...
Yes, fake engagement on Twitch is bannable, but they almost never do it. You'll just get suspended more likely.
Play the game and give it an honest chance. I made it 1 hour in, and I realized it was some sort of weird therapy session for Thor, and it wasn't actually designed to be a fun, enjoyable game. And I refunded the game, and I just walked away. Now, I did not leave a negative review, so again, I did not buy the game to review bomb it. I simply wanted to see what it was for myself, and I hated it. I was not going to subject myself to 3 hours of that game. That being said, the review bombing is not going away, and of course, a lot of people pointing out that this was a game that up until a few months ago wasn't even getting regular updates. Obsessed with Games on Twitter says, a new Steam update shows when an early access game doesn't receive any updates for a while. In this example, it's Heartbound. While the dev streams for up to 18 hours most days, the game collects dust instead of receiving the promised monthly updates.
Hey, doesn't this sound like Yandere Dev? Without the other iffy stuff about Yandere Dev, but like the, hey, game developer, but spends all day streaming.
This was a tweet from February of this year. And of course, recently you've seen this, and you see this article from February saying Steam now warns you if an early access game hasn't been updated in a while.
That's such an
Now
interesting
Heartbound is
update. That's a good
getting
idea.
updates, I think like once every 4 or
I've never
5
even seen
months.
this
So it
yet.
seems that he's making somewhat of an attempt. But you can see from Expert Armchair here, it says, reminder that this face of indie dev promised a return to monthly update videos on his channel, RE Heartbound, starting from January. He has not done a single one in the almost half a year since. At this point, his brand is like if Kickstarter and Reddit had a baby. And of course, again, it's a lot more fun to stream and have, hype trains and everything else going on than to actually work on the product that you started 8 years ago that you're trying to sell people. Now, going to the character of the person, it's really interesting because now a lot of these tweets that we're seeing are from people who have actually...
I'm just gonna say making games really hard, and you see a lot of people do that because the pressures of it like eats at you. So maybe he should have made the promises, but it's understandable.
Had time working with Thor, with Jason. From Mina Silverkin on Twitter, whenever I scream about how I had to work with Pirate Software and he doesn't know shit about F, I mean, I was directly ordered to deal with him for Diablo 3 testing in QA. I saw his PC screens. Since he sat in front of me, I had to assign, review, and redo his tasks. She goes on to say,
When was
no
this?
one would discipline Jason for doing 0 assigned work just because messing with an executive's son would impact their career. Just like how he was
Hold on. I forgot this. His dad's a bigwig at Blizzard. Oh, how did I forget all this? I'm remembering this now because I watched one of his shorts and he explained all this stuff and how he came to be and how he got his own company and all that stuff. Oh yeah. So it's a nepotism claim then.
rehired because of Joey Ray. It doesn't mean his dad ever did or would do anything directly. Jason doesn't even understand nepotism. I'm also friends with his dad through random acts of cosplay and mutual friends. I know for a fact his dad isn't like that at all. Wouldn't abuse position or status for
his
Jason.
dad's legit.
And Joey Ray sure as hell doesn't deserve how he was treated and talked about by Jason over the years. Stop stealing valor from those of us who actually did the effing work, Jason. Last I checked, you never obtained full axe and perforce access on D3. I did. You were so up your own ass that you never realized who you were working with. I was one of 3 keyway with full dev access for D3. How many Blizz game jams did you even participate in? 0. Such a developer. You rage screamed across the building at our team the entire time we played League during a charity event for CHOC. Did you forget, such a god gamer? Didn't you cancer bait on Facebook for sympathy? And I do not recall anything about this. This person, Clarity Valentine, says, let him effing have it, Mina. Absolutely deserved. Mina responds, I'm going to post more in depth about all this, but it's a start. Dude barely understands the surface level of software development and anything else, and has been talking out his ass forever. All of us who work in the industry know it. Another person, Wrangling Knave, says every story coming out of people who worked with him has a pattern of essentially stolen valor. When I first heard him tell his stories in IS Short, I had this gut reaction where I just know he's just regurgitating stories from former colleagues reframed as his own. Mina says, I wish I knew more about what happened after he moved to the Hacks team, but I can tell you that we had exploit discovery on our core team that then got handed over to Hacks for focused regression confirmation. His, quote, security work is social engineering, phishing attempts at best. What gets even more interesting is this no longer...
Okay, real quick. That's very interesting. I've heard these stories. Those are most of his shorts, just stories about his work time. The claim is then, therefore, it's not real, and he's just taking other people's stories, and he's just going with it. But I'm not defending this, but aren't like most story YouTubers like this? Like, they tell a story, and you're like, how do they have so many stories? Well, they probably weren't all true. Like, when you hear one of these stories and you hear enough of them, you start wondering to yourself, eventually, like, their lives couldn't be that exciting, right? Like, I don't know. I always think it's just like a part of it all. You can't believe everything.
longer just people who work with him. And again, you can confirm this person worked at Blizzard from 2011 to 2016, so almost 5 years in QA.
Most of these guys don't get
But now
called
we're
out,
seeing
though.
New
There is
claims
that.
of really bad behavior by Jason. Now, I'm going to start off by saying this is all alleged, okay? We're talking posts on Kiwi farms and old allegations that we've talked about on previous videos. So take this all with a grain of salt. But this is worth covering because this is now coming back to the forefront. So from Kiwi Farms, it says Pirate Software is accused of unwanted conduct of that nature. And of course, it goes on to say here on this thread, X, an anonymous
the hell?
person's experience with Thor. This was during the COVID or just post-COVID era. We had met on a furry dating app called Howler. At the time, I had just wanted to know another furry game dev friend. I had no idea
What
who
the
he was,
hell?
what game he made, or how big he was on the internet. I do not follow streamers or content creators. He had told me at the time he was going through depression from a divorce. I do not know if this was true, but this is what he was telling me. I wanted to lend him an ear and invited him over. It was strictly on a platonic basis, talking about game dev and light cuddling at most. First awkward sign was that he was unwilling to wear shoes outside. Despite me asking him to, he just told me he doesn't wear shoes outside. Led to him tracking dirt and mud in my car at home, and this is just kind of a weird thing in my personal opinion. I felt like, dude, put on a pair of shoes. Afterwards, he continued talking to me about his divorce and life problems, and then spent a few hours ranting
This is
to me
a
about
weird
Diablo builds and
story.
how big he was as a streamer. I wasn't particularly interested, but again, as a young furry game dev recently moved to Seattle, I wanted a similar friend. When we started hanging out in my room is where things got weird. Despite me explicitly telling him I did not want anything penetrative or any fluids on my bed, he kept insisting on doing things. Eventually, it got to the point where I was pushing him away, telling him to stop, but he seemed to pretend to not hear, and with him being larger than me, it wasn't exactly easy to push him off. So he continued to dry hump me until he finished. After it was all done, I lectured him, saying that I had told him repeatedly not to do that. Luckily, I'm pretty thick-skinned when it comes to casual stuff, but if I were anyone else, that would have been a traumatic experience. His reply was simply, "You know you liked it," to which I rolled my eyes in disgust. At that point, I pretty much said, "I'm taking you home," and even as I was taking him home,
This story, so much of this sounds incomprehensible to me.
he begged me to take him to the grocery store to pick some things.
Okay, this is getting way too crazy. Why would you just kick him out? Kick him out. Why would you take him home? What is this story?
Up. Frustrated, I reluctantly did so and just figured this would be the last time I ever interact with him. Afterwards, neither of us messaged each other on Telegram anymore, and he deleted his Telegram.
Hold on, where's the proof? You can't just be like, I had a conversation with a friend and this is proof. You could literally blur out the names and just use that as a template for anybody. It's okay.
Pretty much blocked it all out of my mind. I wasn't particularly hurt. I just thought, wow, that was surreal. I can't believe someone like that exists. For authenticity's sake, I can also tell you I confided in many other indie game devs in Seattle this story, and they believe me and have always known Thor to be kind of shady.
That isn't proof. People will believe it for all sorts of reasons. God damn.
I had no intention of coming out with this story and didn't care for the attention, but it did weigh on my conscience because I do believe Thor should not be allowed to abuse anyone else further. I had zero idea that he was a big entity on the internet until some Game Awards show showed him. This is when I sort of realized maybe I should confront Thor. We're in similar game dev circles. I see his name everywhere. And beyond that, I did not want to see further harm done to someone else. Now we get into some of the screenshots from their conversation that he actually deleted a few of, but you'll see up to the point where they had the conversation and the messages back and forth weren't deleted yet. So you see right here where it says Pirate Software, one mutual server shared between them. She messages him and says, "Hey, we need to talk when you have the chance." Thor says, "About, this seems very ominous." They responded, "Well, I'm not going to sugarcoat it, but our last interactions left me feeling really uncomfortable, to put it lightly. I wanted to talk to you about it if you remember me before making any judgments." Thor says, "Yep, I remember. Sorry if I made you uncomfortable." X says, "If there's a reason we never talked again after that, I guess I just want to know how much you remember. I didn't want to bring up something 2 years later just to be spiteful or anything, so I apologize if I come off that way. To be real, I kind of didn't want to think about it much, but it's somewhat hard not to see you around my circles nowadays. We can talk as you have time, there's no rush, but at the very least knowing you were sorry is a better thought than none." Thor says, "I cut contact once you made it clear things were negative between us. I think it was communicated poorly from my side at the time, but I didn't feel like I had a better way to do so. Legitimately felt it would just be a blip of something you no longer cared about." X responds, "I was going through a lot at the time. Infection I told you about when we..."
is this still the same thing that happened? If you're gonna be this, if it's like this, if you can't be specific about it, you could have any kind of like bad contact and then imply or say it's whatever the heck. But if you don't say it out in the chat and can't get value that way, it's not really proof. Like all this validates is that they had uncomfortable interaction, but that could be anything.
We were meeting ended up being an undiagnosed chronic condition, so in a way I didn't really have a lot of mental energy to deal with it. As much as it would have been nice to genuinely feel like you were empathizing with my boundaries, it's hard to blame you for assuming I wouldn't want to talk. That said, as long as you understand why I was upset about things, that would go a long way to making me feel closure on the subject. I don't want to bother you beyond that, especially if things could be amicable between us.
No, seriously, if it was so bad, if it was really bad, they would go to the police, the cops, and then it would go from there. If it wasn't bad, if it wasn't that bad, you could still talk about it, which is clearly what looks like it's happening, even if it's years later. I don't know, man. This is...
Thor says, I totally understand.
This doesn't really make a lot of sense to me.
And misunderstood the situation. This is where you get down to here where she's actually trying to press him for details. And I say she because I don't know if this is a man or a woman. I believe
we don't even know
a
gender.
woman,
Okay.
allegedly, but we'll see. Thor responds at one point saying, this is starting to feel a bit like entrapment. Is there something you would like to discuss outside of trying to get me to say specific phrases?
Yeah, because they don't seem to be specific at all.
X responds and says, when I say I'm genuinely trying to give you my opinion on how it should have been handled, I'm being sincere. In that it would not be good if you felt like this was an acceptable thing to do to someone else in the future, or at least knowing that you cared enough to think about how that would have felt to me. Thor says, I'm not sure what you're asking for in this interaction. It feels like you're demanding me to say things.
Okay, well, Thor's on top of it. He clearly identified... You can say a lot of things about him, but he at least knows what's going on.
Again, trying to keep himself from admitting to anything that could possibly be, I guess, legally actionable or whatnot. Who knows? X says, I am just trying to give you, I'm giving you exactly how I felt about that situation, and I'm hoping you'd understand why I'd feel that way. I'm not sure why.
What's the situation? They can't specify anything here.
Specific statement out of you. Just give you my genuine advice for the future. That line you had said was inappropriate for me to me after
what was the line?
Happened, and something you could have said instead. And from this point on,
what the hell?
No messages from Thor. They're basically all deleted. But essentially, the recap down here on the post says, a recollection of Thor's Discord messages after 11/16. He basically deflected and said that he was hurt emotionally and figured I wanted nothing to do with him. So the crazy thing about this is not the first time we're hearing about this. And of course, people have already found this and commented online saying, when I found out that Pirate Software, who I just thought had bad takes on game preservation and was annoying, turns out to be a sex pest. And again, this is alleged, who dry humps without consent and tells you can't complain because...
Oh, Jesus Christ. Is this really what it's about? Come on, man. If we act on like this level of proof, go after everybody. Oh, Jesus. That's not enough, man. Come on.
Because you secretly must have liked it. Yeah, very strange indeed.
They're taking one side of it. It's always like this, isn't it? If this is enough, then you can go after anyone for anything. You can just get them. Like, nothing was specific. If you just had like anything you can misconstrue and guide in a direction, you can use it to say anything you want. That really shouldn't be good enough. But I'm not here to defend him. I'm just saying proof in general has to be definitive. If whatever, man, this is nuts to me.
Previously this year, these things would get rehashed from this person, Lyric, making these claims, saying when I was 20 years old, Jason Thor Hall, age 31 at the time, emotionally abused and manipulated me. And this person, Lyric, has all this stuff on this website talking about it. Again, this goes back into he said, she said territory, but this just seems to be a weird pattern. Again, he had allegations going back to February.
All this shit is why I personally don't like DMing people, because if you have one bad interaction, it could be used for whatever reason. And in fact, that's my recommendation for all content creators. If you can talk publicly, because at least there will be other people there that can back you up on, hey, this was the actual context. I've seen people take one bad interaction and spin it into their own direction on whatever the heck they want it to be. And it happens a lot. And I get it. In this case, it's probably true. Probably. But there's not enough definitive things to say it is true. So if you're going to act on stuff like this, that's fucked up. You can... Oh boy, like this shouldn't be enough.
February of this year, talking about exploiting a 16 or 17-year-old who he had hired to do commission work on a furry game that he was working on. And again, this whole crossover of Thor with the allegations, with the whole furry thing and all this other nonsense.
I am reading the chat. I just don't have an issue.
Disturbing. It's like, I understand
what you're saying.
that anybody can make claims, and I believe that everybody should be subject to due process. And of course, you know, just saying something doesn't make it so. But unfortunately, where there's smoke, there's fire a lot of the times. And it just seems that Thor, there's a lot of smoke. There's an awful lot of smoke. And at some point, one of these things is probably going to be true. And this goes beyond a guy with a bad take about Stop Killing Games or being bad at coding, having a bad game that he's never going to finish, huffing his own farts too much. This gets to the point where now you're...
Okay, you know what? This just sums it up. He's a jackass, and people don't like him, so they're going to go through with all this stuff, but there's a strict line between jackass and this is illegal and this is criminal. So I think that's the summary of it. If this is it, great. He's just another jackass on the internet. There's a lot of them. You don't cancel every jackass. Your boss is a jackass. You probably have a parent who's a jackass. Family members are jackasses. There's a lot of jackasses in the world. Like, what do you... Like, that's not enough.
You're talking about potentially legal action being taken.
Yes, take legal action. Settle in court.
And if
that's the right thing to do.
This just makes the entire situation that much worse. But I'm going to wrap this up, guys. Let me know what you think about all this down in the
comments. No, that was whack, dudes. That was whack. Is this really it? This is just another jackass on the internet. That's all I saw. That's not a crime. I mean, ideally, there's no jackasses in the world, but there's tons of them. But that's not a crime. All right, wow. If that's it, then this is a lot of hoopla for nothing. Until one of these things gets proven true, he's just a jackass in my eyes. That's what I'll say. Okay, let's see. Most of the bad stuff is things on his own stream. The Discord nonsense is nothing. This guy sucks. He's not reading chat. I've been reading chat. You haven't said anything that I thought needed to be responded to. I'm not going to respond to everything you guys write as we're watching. Otherwise, we're not going to finish the video. He got tons of hate prior to this coming out. Yeah, he had very strong opinions. Whenever you have strong opinions, people hate on you. I'm not even a fan. We can go to his... is it Pyre Software? I didn't, like, unsubscribe to him prior to this video or some shit. I just never subscribed to him. Like, yeah, I've seen his clips. I'm not a fan of his, if that's what it sounds like to someone. It's funny, because one of you guys in this stream sent me tons of his clips in the past, and all of a sudden stopped, and now I know why you stopped, and now you're not going to admit who's who, and why did you do that? And that's the only reason I know about this guy. Alright, whatever. Say the name? There's no need. Dude, there are tons of cowards on the internet. Alright. No, is that it? Is there nothing more? What was the thing that you wanted to link? Just show it to me. I didn't defend him. I just said he's a jackass. But that's all it looks like to me. Come on, man. You can't cancel someone just because they're a jackass. I mean, people try all the time, but taking away someone's like livelihood just because you dislike them is fucked up in my eyes, but you're right. I can talk to him on stream anyways, yeah. Alright, what's this?
The bigger they are, the harder they fall.
Dude, I don't have an hour. I know Mugen does good work. I've watched him. I'm pretty sure I watched him on Boogie. Pretty sure. I've definitely watched this guy before. At work, when we have long hours. Long hours of doing not much of anything that needs focus. I just put long documentary stuff on this. Okay, but what's the part? What's the part? You know, you might not see the connection here, but like, did you know it's like for lawyers, it's against the law for them to give a massive amounts of documents, which the answer to their question is within one of them, but you can't just dump something that's super long on someone and be like, well, I showed you an answer. No, that doesn't work like that. But like, is there a time that you want me to check out? We're not watching an hour. There's no way. Like, there shouldn't need to be 15 minutes to get to the crux of the things. 11:30? Okay, we'll go to 11:30. Are you sure? I don't want to like do this multiple times and then suddenly watch the entire video.
Don't care about your teammates. You're meant to stick around, try your best to outmaneuver the enemies while making sure your teammates also make it out with you. But as you might guess, that's not what happened here at all. Watch.
God damn it.
Run.
Just run. Guitar, you dummy.
All right, so he said run.
Is this him being a bad gamer?
The team tries their best to make sure that they all get out together.
Massives. No.
Look at Pirate Software.
Aussie, are you fine? Any grenades, anything?
You can just
Heal him.
Yeah, you just heal me. Just come back a little bit.
What's on me? Sitting bear form.
Where's he
Just
going?
run.
I can help lot. Yeah.
Pirate, why are you walking, bro?
Is he the anti-Leroy Jenkins? Why are you showing me this? What does this have to do with anything?
What are you talking about? Why am I walking?
This
Look
is
at my mana.
savageable. Come
Innovate
on,
you.
man.
Kill
So his teammate told him, Pirate, why are you walking, bro? This is salvageable. Come on, man. He doesn't care. He keeps running all by himself.
Just kill the mastiffs.
Innovate.
Innovate the
Use
healer.
Nova,
Kill
bro.
the
Come on.
mastiffs. We got this.
Heals.
In a sense of
Or something.
Do you see my mana? What am I supposed to do for you?
Just kill the mastiffs. One shot. Okay, we
More
pulled
on the
another
way.
pass.
More on the
Run
way.
now. The mastiffs can be ice novas.
Now we're gonna wait.
Musara.
Oh.
Okay, get out.
Why
Run.
did you show me this?
Evocation's on cooldown, man.
I can taunt last.
How much mana is
moment
ice?
as well.
There's no method.
Oh, it's over.
You have a boss in you. You called run.
Getting slowed.
Fuck. Wait.
Anything for me?
Snuppy. Oh,
I
no.
don't think I cannot stun him. Also,
No,
good.
just run out.
Why did you show me this? What is the point of this? He sucks at WoW. I'm sure he sucks at a lot of things.
That sounded like a massive fuck up, didn't it?
Yes, it did, short fat otaku. Bear in mind, Pirate Software's excuse here was, I have no mana, I can't help you, when he clearly had 2 items in his inventory.
Good lord, dude. Why did you even show me this? Mon, I'm not taking your advice again. Alright, that was a waste of time. He bragged a lot about how he was good at WoW. You are a part of the FGC, are you not? Every dickhead thinks they're good. Every community is filled with people who think they're good when they're not good. In fact, people who think they're good are often shit. It's always like that. This isn't me defending him. The idea of being good on the internet is so abstract and usually false. This doesn't matter anyways because you don't cancel someone because they're shitty at a game either. Like, what was this? Why did you even show me this? Dude, I'm sure if you okay, we have mutually Nikkei. I'm sure if you ask the average player in a competitive union if they think they're good, they're gonna say they're good. That's God damn, man. That's what everyone thinks. Everyone thinks they're good when they're not. And then his entire persona is this man. Okay, great. I don't know. That's nothing with me. All right, how about we watch this?
The problem is that when we're operating from ego and when we're driven by ego, the ego controls the emotion and the
healthy
logic.
gamer
so we
GG.
end up doing things that are not good
I actually
for us.
watch his
We had
videos a
great
lot because it
interview
shows up on my
maybe about
feed.
a year and a half ago with someone who was like dealing with a lot of burnout, and this programmer was very successful. So they go home on Friday, they would work on the problem all weekend long. There's a team of developers, and then they come in on Monday morning with the solution. So instead of getting a weekend, they do the whole team's work over the course of the weekend. And then they come in burnt out on the weekend, but man, everyone is like, holy crap, this is great. Thank you for solving this problem. And they feel so good from that positive enforcement. It feels good to be the hero, but the hero is an aspect of my ego. So what happens when I operate from ego, I want to be something, is it causes us to make, generally speaking, unhealthy trades. I don't want to disappoint my boss. I want my boss to love me. I want my boss to respect me. So I'm never going to set a boundary with them.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The problem.
This seems like nothing to me. All right, we're gonna move on. You wanted the moment. That was the catalyst. Okay. I was asking why is he getting canceled, and if he's getting canceled because of WoW, then he's not getting canceled. Here's how I paint it. The WoW stuff got people to start paying more attention to him, to the general things that he says and does, than they otherwise would have. So months later, when he went against the Stop Killing Games movement, people got incensed beyond belief and exploded from there. Then people started hyper-analyzing everything he does and says even more. Isn't that how it usually works for anyone with an online presence? You know, this is also what Scientology does, right? Like, if you talk shit about Scientology, they have an entire department that like researches you and tries to find out any dirt on you and then just spreads it on the internet. That's what they do. The internet's the same thing. Like, yeah, I get that, but like, if that's it, like, all right, cool. All right, we're gonna move on. If you don't care, you don't care. That's fine. Nothing we say will make you. I feel like the moment for him has passed. I suppose it is about caring, but at the same time, it's also like, I don't think that should be enough. You guys realize, like, there are far worse people out there, and you see them on the news every day, but nobody bothers canceling them or doing anything about it. But when it's a personality online, and their crime is being a jackass, people are suddenly so incensed when there's people out there scamming, murdering, misleading, tormenting, bullying. Like, no, none of that matters. When you think about it, it just none of that makes any sense. I'm saying, if I'm going to read the news every day and see these people, and I'm not going to be driven to action, why would I be driven to action when people do far less, or feel about it when people do far less? I don't think it's a rational thing what I just said, but the terrible people you see on the news aren't exactly the type you can easily cancel on Twitter.com. You can't cancel them anyways. Canceling doesn't really work. Saying it's cooked. Mono's the kind of guy who doesn't want to listen, so I'm not going to bother him. But if anyone else doesn't understand it, like, I'm not even sure. If you're not driven to action in general, of like far worse things. Why would you be driven to action for far less things? It just doesn't make any sense. Why would you even do that? Like, I don't know about you guys. I read the news every day. There's terrible, like, the majority of things I read about are just bad. And I don't feel anything about it. I don't feel like doing anything about it, so. You're just waffling about nothing? Well, that's exactly it. It's nothing. I understand your nuanced point of view. I just think it's funny. LOL. I mean, my favorite subject in school was history. And history is just... When you look at things from the perspective of history, virtually everything is wrong. Why did they go to war? Why did they get all these people killed? Why did they commit to this? It's just like, man, the stuff we're focused on, it's really nothing.
Fun fact, the Samsung Fold series of phones has never snapped in half during one of my durability tests. However, this new guy, the Samsung Z Fold 7, is the thinnest fold yet, so here's to hoping it finally happens today. Since this is the first substantial redesign of the Fold series in about 4 years, I'm
That is
pretty
not what I'm
excited
saying,
about
but
it.
you hear
And
whatever you
wow,
want,
does it
as usual.
already look really nice inside of that box. I'm feeling slightly guilty for what's about to happen, and like, yeah, it does take a special person to want a phone like this, a special person with...
I now really regret buying the Flip, because I feel like the Fold is what I really wanted. Actually, no, I wanted the Flip with a Snapdragon processor, but they put an Exynos processor, which was like the same power as the last generation Flip. So that's a disappointment. Whereas the Fold, man, this is how good it really is. But it's $2,000
with really deep pockets, since it starts at $2,000. The phone costs more than my first car.
Would you guys spend $2,000 on a phone? But like, you know, I'm a gacha player. I play so many gachas, and I'm a power user as a result. Like, whenever I'm on my phone, I almost always at minimum have 2 apps up. Most of the time I have 3. And then my phone overheats because it's a flip phone. But if you have a phone this big and it's aluminum back and it has a relatively big vapor chamber, like, and it has the top of the line processor out right now, the Snapdragon Elite, like, this is really like what you should be using.
Beyond just deep pockets, though, you also kind of got to have clean and
it's good for
soft
reading
pockets,
stuff, exactly.
Since there is a whole list of caveats to ownership. Like, don't press too hard on the screen, make sure nothing's inside when you close it, the phone is not dust resistant, don't get it wet, and don't remove the protective film on the inner display. And finally, keep away from anything affected by magnets, like medical devices or credit cards. So far, the only thing negatively affecting my credit card, though, is buying this phone in the first place. The camera bumps on the back are just as thick as the phone itself, which is kind of bonkers. I do see that Samsung has eliminated the air gap, though, between the metal lens and the body of the phone. They must have watched my S25 Ultra video. Sorry, not sorry. But besides that camera bump, the thinness of this phone is wild. I do not foresee this thing surviving on this planet for more than a few minutes, and I do think...
Oh my god. No, seriously, do you guys realize how crazy this is? They cannot make it thinner. Like, they really can't make it thinner. Because the thinness at this point is essentially the size of a USB-C port. You cannot make it thinner. Like, what else can you remove? If you make it any smaller, you have to get something else other than USB-C.
Samsung has finally gone too far. I'll lay the phone flat to check the scratch resistance of the screen, and I'm using the term lay flat loosely here since it's not flat.
Yeah, the camera is way too big for it.
Van Halen back in '84. The purpose of this
no USB-C, fast charger only. Yeah, you would have to do something like that, but
plastic scratches.
You need a USB-C. Most people use USB-C to transfer things, but you could use Bluetooth and stuff like that, I guess.
Smartphone scratch at a level 8 or 9.
The screen is plastic.
Thankfully, though, since Samsung is using Gorilla Glass Ceramic 2 on the outside screen, we start seeing scratches.
Oh, sorry, this is the outside screen. Yes, the outside screen is still a glass screen.
At a level 6, with deeper grooves at a level 7. Very normal compared.
Real quick, do you guys use screen protectors on your phones? Like, I used to do it, but it gives me so much anxiety about dust underneath, I stopped giving a damn. And then I think the new generation of Gorilla Glass is so good at scratch resistance that at like at worst you get level 6s, which is you can hardly see it, especially when it's on.
Compared to other flagships.
Oh my
like the
god, you
Pixel
almost
9
all
or
do
the
it.
iPhone
Wow.
16 Pro.
Okay.
When we get to the inner screen, though, and this is where, unfortunately, I must
don't
be
bother.
the bearer of bad news, the inner screen has not changed at all. Even though we are on the 7th generation of the Samsung folding series of fold phones, this Fold 7 still scratches at a level 2, which means anything and everything will cause permanent marks on this inner screen surface, including fingernails, pocket sand, and, well, just about anything, really.
No? Are we sure about that? I have a Flip 5, which is a plastic screen with protector inside. I can't even I can try to scratch it. It doesn't make a permanent mark.
The good news, though, is that Samsung will include one free inner screen protector replacement free of charge within the first 12 months.
No,
and
I've tried this.
Applications are available at $19.99. Regular people, though, are not allowed to remove the inner screen layer. If anything besides just the top layer is damaged, though, the full replacement is around $589.
Like you'll see indentation for a bit, but over time the screen pops back up and it flattens out again, so it's gone.
So its durability is definitely something you want to keep in mind as you decide how careful you want to be with your new folding smartphone.
I know, but if you look up right now, self-repairing plastic screens, they're not actually self-repairing, but it pops itself back up.
You're not supposed to add any additional screen protectors to the middle screen, or it'll mess with your crease and cause permanent damage. Protection is always a good thing. I'll just put the glass dust right back into the sand pile, since glass dust is just sand anyway, and I mean, technically, we're all just...
I don't know about you guys. This is actually hard for me to watch. I want this phone. It's $2,000, and he's... I know this is his entire channel, but it still hurts to see
made
this
of
stuff.
Dust, but we don't need to get too existential just yet. The sides of this blue shadow-colored Fold 7...
It is true, though. The Fold 7
aluminum.
is water dust resistant. I think up to 48.
Fingerprint scanning power button
IP48?
is made from plastic, but the
this
volume
hurts.
rocker is made from metal and removable. Not too big of a deal if it comes out, though,
It's
since
aluminum.
it can just be popped right back into place. The top of the phone has its dual noise-canceling microphone holes, the upper stereo speaker slit, and a SIM card tray, with no room for expandable storage, which is a bummer. The spine feels like more of that armor aluminum. Samsung says this...
Do you guys realize I haven't unboxed my Flip 7 for you guys on stream yet because I'm waiting for the screen not the screen protector, the phone case to arrive first. That's the only reason why I haven't opened it and used it yet, because I want it to be immediately protected, and then because I don't want it to get scratched like this.
This new Armor Flex hinge
Well, I would never
is
get scratched like this.
27%
I wouldn't do this. Oh my god!
and 43%
Why?
lighter, which makes me 100% more confident that it's gonna snap like a pretzel. The bottom of the phone has 2 more microphones, the lower stereo speaker, and our 25-watt USB-C 3.
I think he's proven the point about
Seriously, though,
it being
look at the
scratchable.
walls
All right,
of
cool.
this phone, barely wider than the USB-C port itself. The back of this Fold 7 has Gorilla Glass Victus 2 as its panel, which covers the single-tone LED flash. And of course,
I'm
we
pretty
find
sure
our City
Jerry
Skyline
gets
array of
his
camera bumps,
phone
which
sent
has
by
the 12
Samsung.
megapixel
I know he
ultra-wide
buys some of
camera
these.
up top, 200
But Samsung
megapixel
should be
main
sending
camera
these
in the
over,
center,
I believe.
and 10 megapixel 3 times telephoto camera at the bottom. Thankfully, this time the camera lenses will not be popping off, partially thanks to the new dust ring right below the lip that won't allow my razor blade any leverage. Samsung fixes weaknesses just as fast as I can find them, which is pretty cool. And thumbs up.
No, I legitimately think Samsung people watch this video and they try to improve every single year. I know people shit talk Samsung all the time, and they do mail it in some years, but some years like this one, they try really, really hard. So I think they do research everything.
For that. Under the front external display, we find our 4th 10 megapixel camera safely protected by glass. And on the inner screen, we have our 5th hole punch style camera that
5 cameras. But do you guys know the new iPads are now going to have dual front-facing cameras, which is why?
isn't hidden by pixels anymore. It's only protected by that ultra soft flexible plastic, which is, about to go through some things. Even though the on-screen warning said that the phone is not dust resistant, officially it does have an IP48 rating.
Yeah, it's
The 4
IP48.
means that it's protected against solid objects larger than 1 millimeter in diameter. The 8 part of the IP48 pertains to submersion in liquid. Obviously, we're just
tarantula.
focusing on the dust side of things at the moment.
God.
And since here in the USA,
I didn't even do that
we
on
don't know
purpose.
what a millimeter is, I'm just hitting it with everything I got, even sprinkling the dust specs directly onto the hinge. Surprisingly though, even with all the dusting, neither the phone nor the hinge appears to have taken any damage. I mean, yeah, if the phone gets closed too hard on a rock or pebble, then it's game over for the center display. But at the moment, it does not appear like dust will easily be getting inside the internal hinge and grinding, nor will it be getting under the screen.
Okay, that was one of my biggest worries with these kind of phones, taking it to the beach.
Which is good. The inner display is a full 8 inches with 368 pixels per inch. Supposedly there's a titanium backplate adding support, which hopefully we'll see in a second. The 120Hz 2600 nit AMOLED screen does permanently burn in about 10 seconds. So if you send a lot of fire text to the ladies, you should probably keep those to a minimum. The exterior screen is 6.5 inches with 422 pixels per inch, but it has the same 120Hz AMOLED panel that burns at around 15 seconds, and does not ever recover. Enough procrastinating though, it's time for the final boss, the bin test. Opening and closing the Fold 7 in the normal way still works just fine, even after everything.
Well, this is what we came here to see.
Samsung says the Fold 7 is good for 500,000 folds, which is wild. 500,000. Theoretically, you could bin this phone 100 times a day for nearly 14 years and it'd still be okay.
You know, in my
But
opinion,
what
this might be the
about
most beautiful
one pinned
phone
horizontally
in the world
There is
right
a
now.
concerning amount of flex when bent on the exterior screen, and about an equal amount of flex when bent from the rear panel.
Oh, that's
has the
not
camera
bad.
bumps. And if it has this much flexing motion while closed, I can already taste the carnage that's about to unfold when we bend it backwards while it's open.
You guys ready for this? This part does make me worry. Like, what if you sit on your phone? Would it destroy itself? Well, say goodbye to a $2,000 phone. Here we go.
And it's time for the first bend.
Does it become 2 phones if you break it here? Oh!
Kinda anticlimactic.
It survived!
It flexes backwards for sure, but like...
It survived!
No cracks in the screen, no pops of the hinge. It still folds.
It should be able to
closed and
survive
remains
American butts
100%
then.
Functional and intact.
Wow, it survived!
Quitter. Bending backwards again, we get the same flex, but literally no
Whoa!
damage. I'm not sure what Voldemort Horcrux level.
Oh
of
my God, it
sorcery Samsung built
survives!
this thing with, but I'm literally flexing the rear glass panel out of the frame without the glass cracking,
What
without the phone cracking, and without the hinge cracking. Literal black magic.
What the
Fold
hell?
7 is still able to fold completely shut and is still 100% operational. My disappointment is immeasurable and my day is ruined. And thanks a ton for watching. I'll see you around. It's time for me to hit the gym.
No way. No way. So, I said, and then watch a guy break a $2,000 phone. It doesn't break. Dude, I was so convinced. Every single year it breaks. Every single year this breaks. And I was like, this is going to be no different. It actually survived. Did anyone think it would survive? No way. Still usable? I don't know if this is usable, but yeah, no, it's still functional. Wow. Okay. You know, if I got to see this video before buying the flip, I think I would have bought a Fold 7. Guys, the Fold 7 is an amazing phone. If you're a power user for a phone and need a tablet, like reading, watching things, like doing 2 things at once, because once you open it up, essentially it's 2 phones side by side. That's what it is. And with processor and specs to like actually run 2 screens all at once, this is the phone for you. And now the biggest worry with it was durability, and it passed. It passed everything, in fact. This is incredible. All right. Anyways, jerry-rig everything. Always incredible. Always hurts me to watch this stuff. The one I wanted to see though was the Flip 7, and he hasn't done it yet. So hopefully we'll see it soon. Okay. Wow. Wow, that was it. 2.2 million views. You can watch Korn and read Dojins at the same time. Yes, you can. Also, god damn it. Gives me shivers, yes. Alright, now where's the video? Yeah, it's messed up but not broken, which is an incredible thing. Okay. Mr. Dingus, the MVP as usual. Okay. No. Oh my god. Okay. Dingy says this. I don't know, this might sound like an exaggeration, but it's like this. Hey, saying, look at the funny guy on the internet we're making fun of. And you then, nuanced, intelligent man says, Ding, don't you know about Hitler? I don't have time for this. And that is a valid viewpoint. There are people who just can't be convinced to care about anything so incidental to them, and that's okay. You guys know here, I'll show you my feed. I follow the Ukraine war every single day. Every single day. See? I just watch these every single day. Today I listened to the war in Cambodia and Thailand right now and why it's happening. Spoiler alert, thanks a lot, France. Thanks a lot, Western powers. They redrew the map. These fucking morons have to stop doing this shit. The conflict's happening because there's a disputed area, because the map was redrawn due to protest. And once you redraw the map, both sides think they have ownership, and which is why they're willing to go to war for it. Congratulations, West. You've done it again. Just like you fucked things up in Palestine and Israel. Congratulations. But no, like, in my books, just to conclude, I'm not saying don't go make fun of this stuff, but I personally just don't care. And I personally don't think it's enough to pursue, because I follow these things every single day. And for me, like, there are some things that people really need to take a look at, and no one's going to take a look at it. But you get stupid things on the internet where someone's a jackass and they go after it. Who's that? Oh, yeah. Cinder. I still don't see any issue with anything she did. She's a jackass. Absolutely. But that's it. Like, all these things, every time I look at these things, and if it just comes down to, like, they're just a bad person, it never bothers me, because there's tons of bad people. I'm not saying, though, that means, hey, there are far worse things out there and you shouldn't have any feelings about. No. But I am saying, like, I'm just desensitized to all of it. I'll never it'll be very hard to drive me to, on a personal level, to say or do something about anything like that. Just because, to me, it's nothing. But yeah, I'm not saying you guys can't have fun with it, but whenever people, like, hype this stuff up and I look into it and it's just someone's being a bad person, I'm just like, okay, cool. All right. You know how hard it is? Oh god, I'm playing the Automaster song again. Do you know how hard it is to, like, watch someone for years and spend years with them and then come out of it still loving them all the same? Like, my entire feed, you can probably figure out, well, maybe that's a bit far. Oh yeah, also listen to serial murder cases, interrogations, conspiracies. Well, no, maybe conspiracy is a bit far. But in my eyes, Rose, thank you for the raid. Welcome. I appreciate it. Welcome, everyone. We're gonna watch the big video now. He's done. Like, I kept seeing shit like this, and that's why I was curious about it. Wait, what did you send me? Fine, I'll check it out. Shiki DM'd this to me, and I was just like, why did you DM this to me? Shiki, I want you to know something. I was on Rule 34 today, and I saw an animation for this Uma Musume girl, and I had zero interest on clicking it. I want you to know that. Everyone keeps telling me they're all so cute and hot, and the only one has ever caught my attention is Gold Ship, and that's because she's crazy. I haven't gotten any interest in any of the girls thus far. The he's done videos are always garbage. Hassan's done 5,000 videos about him. He's done. He's still around. Yeah, stuff like that. It's just clickbait. What made you go on Rule 34? You're funny. All right, let's check this out. Fine.
Mambo, mambo, omatsuri, mambo. お父さんが教えてくれた掛け声です。誰のも一緒にやってみますか？わっしゃいマンボウ、お祭りマンボウ、ザブザブゆらゆらお祭りマンボウ。
Okay, she's pretty cute. Anyways, did I tell you guys this Sunday or last Sunday, I went to pick up my smart monitor and Vera laptop. I'm getting a smart monitor because I want to do Wii Fit. It's another story. Don't worry about it. But anyways, as I came out, I looked across the street and there was this restaurant. It was one of those hole in the wall. Well, that's not accurate because it's not a hole in the wall, but it's those really old Chinese restaurants, mom and dad shop. And I was just like, oh my God, I got to try it. So I went in. I saw the mom, the dad, having lunch, even though it was like 4 p.m. But you know they're working at lunch hours. And the son's manning the register. And I was just like, oh wow, it's super run down. That's exactly the place with good Chinese food. So I ordered my meal. I sat down. I waited for it. Then I heard Japanese voices. Now, I'm not so sure about it because I have not played enough Uma Musume. But it was either Uma Musume being played by the son at the register, or he was watching a VTuber. I can't tell. I have not played enough, but it sounded familiar to me. And I was just like, man, should I just ask him what he's doing? But I didn't want to make him feel awkward about it. But it wouldn't surprise me. Anyways. I thought that was really interesting because it was just like, huh. Oh, we gotta check this out sometime. Literally the only character I have any interest in is Gold Ship. Uma's hot now? It is. I just haven't found it to be fun. Perhaps I eventually will, but not yet. Alright. Rose, what were you up to? Oh, it says Nikkei. What were you up to in Nikkei? Alright, let's watch the final video, which is the... Oh, there it is. What? No, I don't want to click any of your links again. I'm not gonna click those. I'm done clicking Eldritch's links. No, thank you. No, thank you. I actually have never watched The Princess's Bride, but I've seen like so many clips of it that I probably have seen the equivalent to the entire thing at this point. Wait, oh, it's this one, right? Okay. Those are on my link. You know, thinking back on it, it wasn't as bad as usual. Usually it's just some dumb cat video. It wasn't that bad this time. Skip ahead to 3237 of the R1999 video. No, Gemma. I want the real experience. I want to feel what everyone else felt on that day. We're going to wait for 32 minutes before this begins, just to get the real experience. I think you're missing the point. We're all about legitimacy around here and accuracy. Is Ezio coming back? Oh shit, that's Ezio, isn't it? All right, fine. Give me a moment. We'll skip ahead. Seriously, the entire first minute is just a screen. There's no sound. You know, I was memeing about getting the real experience, but seriously, guys, for the first 2 minutes, they just have a still image. Are you serious? I'm sorry. I've never seen a program do that before. I was like, is the video running? The video's been running, guys. For the first 2.5 minutes, it's just a still image. Okay, well, I guess that's a thing. I've legitimately never seen that happen before, but alright, that's a thing. Okay, well. Sounds like HSR story. Wow. There it is. That's concerning. Like, did they just not know how to thumbnail the video, so they use the still image and then just use that as a thumbnail? I don't know, man. No Doro for? Aw, rest in peace. Coopization, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome. Alright, guys. I have not played Reverse 1999 since launch. It's been a long, long time. But I know they have really good special programs. And we're gonna see the first... My god. Wait, it's a double collab, guys. It's Assassin's Creed 2 and Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I've never seen that before. The different Assassin's Creeds feature a different main character. It's different ancestors of the main character whose genes is passed from all of them. So whatever, it's the story of Assassin's Creed. So they're not actually the same. So it's a double collab, even though it's the same universe. Interesting. All right. Only Ezio matters. I agree with that. I actually have not cared about any of them since Ezio. Yeah. All right. Well, let's skip ahead. What is this? Oh, this is the lab. I remember this. I did play some Assassin's Creed back on the PlayStation 3. Yeah, because they're trying to like find out all these secrets through this dude's genes, and with the genes they can go through the memories of his ancestors or something. It's been a long time. I didn't do any prep going into this. I'm just going off of memory. If I'm wrong, let me know. I do think Assassin's Creed is really cool. I do want to play like some of the games on stream one day, but it'll probably be a long time from now. Good luck on making top 3%, Rose. It'll be hard. Alright, we ready?
It's time. Gotta go.
I recognize that VA.
大家好，皆さんこんにちは，欢迎来到本次相约1999
Oh, it's in Chinese.
刺客信条联动版本特别发布会。안녕하세요. Welcome to Tonight in 1999. You're just in time for our special collaboration.
That was 3 languages.
1999 and Assassin's Creed. In tonight's show, the developers
Is the
of Reverse
cat farting?
1999 will introduce everyone to the latest update of our game. 好，今晚我们将会给各位聊一聊《重返未来1999》和《
He's
刺客信
speaking
条
in 3
联动版本》
languages.
目前可以透露的内容，比如说让大家知道埃及哦，完了，我是不是说漏嘴了？
没事儿，这个大家应该都知道了吧
？OK。
Why is the girl Oh man. Who are these presenters? I haven't seen one of these programs like this. I've seen like the animation programs.
总之就是让大家提前感受这个版本的全新内容。有些朋友可能第一次见面啊，我是主持人，是欧巴哥，是穷到只能做鬼的穷鬼。如意外，我将主持这次节目的推进啊。当然我是谁不重要啊，重要的是给大家介绍一下旁边这两位嘉宾，还有桌上这只会放屁的猫猫啊，都是我们制作组的成员。我们先从长得很像女孩子的这位开始。
大家晚上好啊，孔巴哇，我是1999的制作人。很高兴带大家导览我们1999的首次联动版本。
Well, I guess it's true. All the hot girls on the internet are actually guys. It's always like this.
大家叫他 Hitako 或者 Hitako
Those are some big boobs.
然后旁边这位戴着似曾相识的头盔的西装暴徒是我们的内容总监公头女士。
안녕하세요，몽수와大家好，很高兴和大家见面。我是负责从。
Are you telling me the one that looks like a guy is the girl, and the one that looks like a girl is a guy, and the one that looks like a cat is a fart, and the ghost is poor? These are like the weirdest group of hosts I've seen yet.
重返未来1999游戏世界观设定和剧情把控的一个机器人。
你是不是有点大舌头
口腔溃疡了吗？
机器人怎么会口腔溃疡啊？
Oh, this is not scripted.
总之
this is not scripted.
剧情风格如此风格鲜明，都是公头和他带领的文案施工大队的努力。然后我们面前这位猫猫是我们的项目的美术总监，所以要负责重返未来1999的美术表现的整体把控，也是绘制我们维尔汀的画师老大嘉宾猫。
大家好，大家好。
没有人不爱猫猫是吧？
对。
OK， 刚刚莫名其妙说了为数不多我们会说的世界各地语言，因为这次联动特别发布会是我们
it was a simulcast
全球版本同步直播啊，我们外语说的一般，请大家见谅了。不过无论如何，欢迎各位
来自全世界各地的玩牙狗狗狗的朋友，
欢迎，热烈欢迎！
耶！
我要吐了，
好可惜。
天旋地转，这节目怎么老是搞这种穿越的桥段啊？这又把我们干哪来了？
感觉不是简单的穿越，我们应该是被吸进云幕舞台里了。应该就是刚刚 X 在孤岛的那个东西吧，它是洛伦兹研究所研制的。总之就是可以让实验者观测到某个特殊时空的装置
啊。听说是通过这个机器，维尔汀他们才能前往刺客信条世界是吗？完了，那既然是 X 搞出来的东西，我是不是要担心一下
？Are these guys based in Hong Kong？
什么正经项目会给你们换这种 cosplay 服啊？一个白色兜帽，又一个灰色兜帽的，凭什么你们都有新衣服啊？
哇，很帅的好不好？你也有啊？你看你的脑袋上顶着橄榄叶。
哦，是哦，他只是觉得自己有点香。那嘉宾猫为什么不用进来？
人家是猫，反应很快的，一下子就跑掉了。
Make sense。那为什么我们在机器里又没有去到某一个时空啊？这算是被卡在中间了。
Because one of them spoke Cantonese.
毕竟是 X 的妙妙发明嘛，总是要多调试几次才能投入使用的。
所以还是不靠谱啊！
不要说出来呀。这里也刚刚好，我们可以直接看到威尔汀和 Apple 这一次的冒险经历，然后他们通过 X 的这一个装置来到文艺复兴时期的佛罗伦萨和古希腊时期的雅典，才会遇到那几位传奇人物。
这两个地方怎么同时去啊？
这就不同时去，其实是分2次去的。这次重返未来1999的刺客信条联动版本的上下半会是完全不同的2个故事，演出和战斗是2种完全不同的体验哦。
哇哦，全新的版本体验呢？
是的，事不宜迟，让我们一起来看看这次版本。
Is this collab going to be a month long? It's a double collab then.
This is taking too long. Have you finished sharpening that knife?
Soon, Signore. It's difficult to work with these cracked ribs. Not to mention
cracked ribs.
Fever.
Stop whining and get to work.
This is a weird intro.
Forgive me, Signore.
Do you think Mr. Apple could regenerate if we only find his core?
What you're searching for isn't just any apple. It's a talking one.
I love the multilingual
This golden
VAs they have.
Could only be an offering to the gods.
These ribbons are not decorations. Someone used the Dionysia to infiltrate the city. I know this.
That's the mask from Payday.
The key to the secret chamber.
Find it at all costs!
No!
Shh. Quiet. Stay close.
Is that Ezio?
Stick to the shadows.
Oh my god.
Watch out!
Wow. Hey, I thought they had to lose their ring finger to shoot the blade out. It is Ezio. Jeez. I can't believe they just let you see his face like that.
You can't bring peace through destruction, Alexios.
God damn, that's epic.
哇，最后镜头里的卡姐好帅啊！
Yeah
这个面朝的是原作里他的弟弟吗？
没错，他就是我们的第
Oh,
3
it's
位
a
联
month
动
and a
版本
half.
角色卡珊德拉的弟弟 Alexios。
That makes sense.
哦有帅哥不给看正脸，纯吊胃口。
慢慢来嘛，我们的 Apple 先生会串起这两段故事的。我们先来讲讲上半
That
版
was
本佛罗伦萨
awesome.
的故事。
As I said,
金色的 Apple 先生
the special
好 sexy
program
哦
is enjoyable even if you're not a player of the game. I don't play this game at all, but I thought that was amazing.
确实吧，毕竟这次和 Apple 同行的还有 Vertin 和苏富比，来到了佛罗伦萨以后，大家四散各地。
The
虽然在佛罗伦萨
directing of these is
我们的苹果惨遭劫
immaculate.
持
They're like directing
信息
movie
将被这个
trailers.
时代最多才多艺的人给解剖了。
哎，这位红帽
Though
帅
the
哥
start
不就是
was weird to me.
没错
Why
这
they
就
like
是
beat
我
up
们
this
都认
dude
识的达芬奇先生。
to sharpen a knife? Like you're a soldier, you can sharpen a knife. You know how to do
达
that.
芬奇吗？
没错，就是达芬奇。
They're bullying Da Vinci to sharpen a knife? What is wrong with them? Is this like a special knife? Again, soldiers should know how to sharpen a knife. Why would you bully like a master creator? And Da Vinci, yes, is part of Assassin's Creed. Wow, why would... Okay, the start's a bit weird to me, that's it.
那埃及奥是什么来路，能跟这种名家大师称兄道弟？
这就不得不提到他的姓氏了。艾吉奥·奥迪托雷出生于佛罗伦萨共和国的贵族世家，他的父亲是一位银行家，而达芬奇先生曾是艾吉奥母亲资助的艺术家之一。
Oh my god, hey
为
T-Rex.
什么城市啊？是达芬奇脱稿太严重，被金主妈妈断供了吗？
当然不是，艾吉奥的父亲除了是银行家的身份以外，背地里也是一名兄弟会的刺客。这个身份让他们的家族遭遇了一场背
Is
叛。
this spoilers? I mean, the game's old, but
除了
like...
兄弟和父亲，
You don't get told this stuff right
所以他的妈妈
away.
也因为这一次的打击一蹶不振。为了照顾母亲和妹妹，为了家人复仇，艾吉奥就踏上了成为刺客的道路。
哦
Ezio's so
富家
cool,
子弟
man.
踏上复仇之路，听起来就很适合拍电影。
这是命运的选择，艾吉奥注定要走上刺客之道的。
而且在刺客组织的培养下，和艾吉奥自身的成长中，他逐渐放下了仇恨，肩负起更高的责任，为整个人类的自由而战。他行于砖瓦之上，又藏身于阴影之下，寒芒一闪，他又消失在阴影之中。
你这么描述听起来很强啊！
待会儿你就知道啦。
That blade is sharp, my friend. Watch your fingers. I wouldn't want
It's been a long time since
I
I've
wouldn't want you to lose any accidentally.
heard Ezio talk. Is this the real Ezio VA?
Where other men blindly follow the truth. Remember, nulla è reale. Where other men are limited by morality
Oh, is that
or
another
law,
costume?
remember, tutto è lecito.
Yeah, it does sound kind of different, but I can't tell. It's been so long.
Abbraccia la morte. Addio, straniero.
The Omawa Shindaru
I do
animation.
not remember making the decision to become an assassin. This life.
Oh, we're gonna get the fun, famous dive? Oh, is that his
Che la
ult?
morte ti dia la pace che cercavi. Requiescat
Was it
in
the
pace.
Eagles dive? It's been so long, man. I don't remember a lot of this stuff.
哇，这信仰之跃，哎，其实
Oh, the leap of
跳进
faith.
干
The leap
草
of
丛
faith.
里
Sorry.
挺舒服的。
Yes.
哇，你居然是
That was based on
我回老
based
家
on the
的
leap
时候
of
试过
faith.
哎，跑远了，跑远了。哎，老实说啊，当时玩《刺客信条2》的时候啊，我最喜欢就是这套衣服了。
因为其实艾吉奥这套洞悉服装就是以初代刺客大师的阿泰尔命名的阿泰尔套装，也代表着他正式成长为了一个真正的刺客大师。
哟，说了这么多次，到底有多大使啊？
介绍这不就来了吗？
哎，等一下啊，我在想，他要是再强，我抽不到怎么办？
放心，给你们加新的保底，你待会儿就知道了，不用担心。艾吉奥是心灵感
I was gonna make
输
him
出型角
easy
色
to get.
他有一个比较特别的地方，就是不会拥有激情点。
啊，人怎么可以没有激情啊？那怎么放自动仪式啊？
艾吉奥拥有名叫同步率的新机制，只要通过各种攻击方式积累同步率，通过消耗同步率来释放至尊仪式。
哇，那你们致敬真的好细哦。
我们还是有更还原的设计哦。所有的刺客信条联动角色都会有刺杀的机制，可以在攻击时根据暴击技巧差值提升最终伤害。
哦吼，我觉得你是在暗示我可以组一个刺客型队伍。
你先不要急嘛，后面那两个会说到的。艾吉奥会在自己或者队友触发刺杀的时候，积累自己的状态层数，为全队提升增幅，增加总体伤害。艾吉奥还有一个全新的机制，在战斗前的角色界面中，可以选择对应的武器和小型武器，武器会提供比较强的机制效果，而每一种小型武器都可以对这些机制效果进行增强。可以看到武器和小型武器
Wait, why is there so many weapons?
那你觉得组合起来会有多少种啊？
啊，9种？
哇，太对了，牛逼！
我能不能打你？我能不能揍你？就现在，能不能揍你？
还在直播呢，别闹。总之，通过2组合就可以达到9种不同效果的技能机制。比如，我可以举几个例子。我选择了武器威尼斯弯刀，除了会将至尊仪式视为额外行动以外，艾吉奥的神力攻击命中敌人后，还会赋予敌人一个印记。队友攻击有印记的敌人，艾吉奥会进行追击。在配备小型武器屠刀后，场上如果有敌人退场，也会触发艾吉奥的追击。
哇，追击队还在赢！
哎，你要是选择佣兵队长战锤这个武器，可以在至尊仪式里获得更多的攻击次数，并提升至尊仪式的最终伤害。
哦，就是刚刚那个 QTE 的按钮是吧？可以多按几次。
没错，而且再搭配上小型武器多槽无指剑，艾吉奥每回合还会额外获得同步率。
哦，那选战锤的话，我们至尊仪式本来就更强了。这个小
I bet they're gonna give him a bunch of options,
仪式循环
and then everyone's gonna use the same one option for like everything. That's always what happens.
如果用船长剑这个武器，艾吉奥会在每次攻击时都附加本源伤害，且在攻击时会根据敌方身上的中毒数量进一步提升本源伤害的效果。且艾吉奥的每个攻击都能赋予目标中毒状态。这个时候，我们再选一个适合的小型武器苏丹短刀，这个武器能让其他敌人继承退场敌方的中毒数量。
哇，那又能走追击流，又有仪式流转，还能全自动中毒加本源创伤，真的配什么队都赢哎！
刺客大师自然要精通各种武器。艾吉奥的武器和小型武器的组合都能在不同方向上增强至尊仪式的效果。
Is this normal in Reverse 1999 to have this much versatility?
落下之时，会在同步率达到100%后，在特定时机自动释放，对目标进行单体攻击。
哇，自动挡好贴心。那这2个按钮是干嘛的
？Yeah, what are the buttons for?
针对不同血量的敌人，我们可以选择不同的攻击方式。如果敌方的血量较低，那么我们对目标发动剑士同心，将会造成更高的伤害。反之，如果敌人的血量较高，我们就可以选择锋刃同心来攻击。
居然是2种 QTE 的表现吗？
没错，然后艾吉奥再对该目标发动最后一击收割。让我们来看一段实际战斗吧。我们选择威尼斯弯刀加屠刀的武器组合，搭配这个武器组合后，
我记得
One or two rolls，
上有敌方退场，艾吉奥就会追击在场血量最低的那个倒霉蛋。
没错。我们现在
They made him invincible in this
我们选
in
择
this
一个
test.
击杀目标，在下一回合开始的时候，艾吉奥就会自动释放仪式。
哦，对
，QTE 来了，
砍他，用斧头砍他。
哇，好快
Oh, you get a pick.
看不见人的。
Like multiple
哇，这
times.
鸟的
Okay.
身影好帅啊！
好帅！
哇，
群鸟飞起。哇，居然能连续追击吗？
哦
真的是有点强了耶！
Wow.
好强的。
那么
He just ulted one and followed up and killed does the two.
我们
Wow.
将在联动版本开启当天，限时开启时代引导先知联动角色征集活动，时长覆盖整个版本。在该征集中，6星联动角色艾吉奥的受要概率将获得提升。本次征集属于联动征集刺客信条，征集保底次数将单独累计，与任意类型征集的保底次数均不共享。
那还是回到那个问题，我又吃满大保底怎么办？
放心，刚才不是说了吗？这次我们为大家准备了刺客信条联动专属的卡池抽送福利。在时代引导先知征集中，只要大家累计抽取达到100抽，不管抽到了多少个艾吉奥，都直接送一个艾吉奥。
哦，那这个不影响我的卡池保底吧？啊，就是如果我真的这么飞啊，我抽满140抽大保底，我还是会有一个艾吉奥的。
没错，而且还不止哦。除了100抽以外，在累计160抽、220抽、280抽的时候，还会分别额外再赠送1位艾吉奥。而且这个进度奖励机制和原本
They're making it really easy to get him, even if you're incredibly
那就是
unlucky.
即使我次次都吃满这个大保底，我也至少可以280抽满速，是吧？那希望我运气不要那么差。
Wow.
毕竟是首次联动版本，我们
Usually in
也希望
collabs, you try to
新玩家
abuse
都可以对
new
艾吉奥有
players
更深的了解。
from the collab
这次与
games
刺客信条的深度联
and
动，
try to get them to
我
spend
们
as
也
much
是
as
在
possible,
上版
but
本故
they're
事
they're
翡
capping
翠之
it.
春的关卡设计中做
Okay,
了
that's
不一
nice
样的
of them.
设计，比如关卡设计界面换成了刺客信条2中的 Emotes 的基因序列，让大家更有沉浸感。
哦，好酷！
我们还优化了关卡流程设计，取消了探索模式，增设了附属关卡，让大家能更流畅游玩的同时，可以更
Okay, so they made him a very different character to make him accessible and easier to use and to develop and
在2个故事中均有纯雨滴奖励可以获取，总获取
and
量
build.
是1200雨滴。
除了关卡玩法以外，还有一个叫步入影中的玩法，我个人也非常喜欢。
你说这个玩法是在体验完翡冷翠之春的活动剧情后就会解锁啦。在关卡设计里，这里可以看到佛罗伦萨、蒙特里久尼庄园和威尼斯
啊，熟悉的地点，熟悉的味道哦。
在佛罗伦萨和威尼斯内完成一系列的事件，体验按照同款的文艺复兴时期的刺客生活，即可获得给蒙特里久尼庄园翻修升级的资源。
快来建设我们的快乐老家！
翻修庄园建筑不仅能增强刺客属性，还能解锁道具，给通过雨幕舞台观测的角色提供更多便利。
你是指这个玩法还有更多角色可以操控吗？
没错，连苏富比都可以成为刺客大师哦。
What?
这雨幕
Who's
真
this?
cosplay 道具啊！
是的，他们会根据自己的特点，天生更倾向某些职业，但当获得并装备某种信物时，这个职业还可以转换。比如我们现在给苏富比切换一个信物。
哦哟，转职之后有不同的刺客技能耶。
没错，让我们的大小姐来带大家体验一下刺
I don't
客
know who
生
this
活。
is.
我们可以操作苏富比移动到这个屋顶上，正好能刺杀这个敌人。
我实在是没有。
Wait, they're gonna make her assassin?
事情。
不仅如此哦，其他角色还能侦查、防护、远程刺杀、窃取物品等多种。
They're really like doubling down on this
上线之后
concept,
来发
huh?
掘。另外，在玩法和剧情体验的过程中，我们也能收集到联动内容相关的部分角色履历、时代建筑与文化信息等。
没错，所以如果大家对艾吉奥本人或者这次联动的时代背景感兴趣的话，就可以通过这些信息去进一步了解哦。好嘞，艾吉奥说的差不多了，我们现在就去古希腊找 Cassandra 还有 Alexios 吧。
Let's go！
I really appreciate this isn't scripted. They're not reading from a script. This is I mean, they obviously know what they're going to talk about, but that's not
You're
scripted.
admiring my spear.
I like it. It's more free-flowing and natural.
The shaft may be broken, but it's still as sharp as it was in the hands of Leonidas.
Okay, so this is Odyssey.
I am Themistios Cassandra of Sparta. Name your request, and I will do all that I can.
I'm glad they got a hot
Provided
girl
you
in
have the
here.
drachma. Ikaros, find your mark. Kill them all.
Oh. Well, there's a lot of different ways to play her, huh?
But their lives are at my mercy.
There's a lot of teleportation with these characters.
Don't touch me. I will never forget the night they threw me from Mount Degetos. Their Alexios died that day. Only Demos remains. My sword is all the family I
Oh, he's
need.
free.
Let the earth tremble.
It's AoE.
哇，好帅啊！来自《刺客信条：奥德赛》的 Cassandra。
没错，他的这套衣装设计明显是对
Hello,
古希
welcome
腊
to
战士
Versailles
形象的演绎
Hi.
战甲混
Thank
搭
you.
青铜与皮革啊，手中的断矛，以防大家不知道，其实是源自于斯巴达英雄的遗物，基本没有人敢跟他近身搏斗。
You know, this makes me want to play
卡珊德拉的
Verse
身份其实是斯巴
99
达
a
国
bit,
王
but
列昂尼达斯的
it
外
makes
孙
me
女
want to
同
play
时也是传说
Assassin's
中的
Creed
驯
more.
人。
能不能把我一个训？
I actually like own almost all the games from Humble Bundle.
你要是有机会认识他，也许可以吧。作为佣兵，他一直游走于战火和阴谋之间，体内流淌着医术文明的血脉，使他得以跨越时间对抗命运。从战场冲锋陷阵到对抗秩序神教的阴谋，他其实一边在守护正义，一边寻找着自己家族的真相。
虽然 Cassandra 看起来很能打，但我玩《刺客信条：奥德赛》的时候，我其实最喜欢让他
Whoa, he played
停下
Assassin's
脚
Creed
步
Odyssey.
去四处帮忙，帮那些求助的人。
那你是个很善良的人。其实，在他的佣兵身份背后呢，一直藏着一个柔软又仗义的心。他的日常就游走于整个希腊，为了金币结下各式的委托。
I played on
但
launch,
是偶尔
but
的时候
I
他也
quit
会伸手
immediately.
帮上一个忙，如果他愿意的话。
作为一名佣兵，最重要的是应对不同战斗场景的能力。我们联动版本里的卡珊德拉同样是精通各类武器，从长矛、短剑到弓箭，样样不在话下。既能像战士一样搏杀，又能像猎手一样游走狙击。马上让大家直观感受一下卡珊德拉的强大。卡珊德拉是一名言灵感角色，和艾吉奥一样，也没有激情机制，而是肾上腺素的机制。如果我们想
they
释
all
放他
use
的特殊攻
adrenaline.
击与之中的仪式，需要有足额的
So they have like
肾上
different
腺素
stacks.
常规的攻击手段和卡姐的洞悉被动都能积累
I
肾上
suppose
腺
it's
素。
the same idea.
到了洞悉2后，就解锁了它最为核心的能力。那么大家可以从图上看到，通过解锁洞悉获得的能力点，大家可以使用能力点在3个分支上自行选择和获得想要的 buff 加点。每个分支的加点上限是3点。当选择了一个分支，就会获得了这个分支对应的立场效果。那么激活完整的一个分支后，会大幅增强该分支的效果。
哦，我看你这里那个能力点还挺多的。
是的
It's been 2 years? God damn.
剩余的点数可
It
以
doesn't
投
feel
入
like 2
别的能力
years.
比如你可以抄我的作业。这3个分支分别是阿瑞斯之路、阿尔特尼斯之路和尼克斯之路，分别有不同的立场效果。
Wouldn't you be able to like max it all eventually anyways?
长啊！
哎呀，希腊嘛，你可以这么理解：阿瑞斯之路对应战士卡姐，阿尔特尼斯之路对应的是猎人的卡姐，尼克斯之路对应的是刺客的卡姐。
Oh,
卡珊德拉
okay.
化身战士卡姐时，伤害整体都会提升，并且在这个立场效果下，己方全体的攻击都会有附加伤害。阿瑞斯之路点到第2点时，卡姐的所有的攻击技能都会附加不同类型的伤口，会使目标额外受到本源创伤。激活整个分支后，卡姐使用普通咒语阿瑞斯的愤怒进行攻击时，目标没有一种伤口类型，就会在攻击时对其重复释放一次斯巴达踢击。
那我可以理解为，卡姐打完这个技能就可以额外踹别人起脚就可以了，是吧？然后队友穷欧也会更疼了。
Do we get to see her
你
kick?
消化的非常快。说到队友，猎人卡姐的辅助效果那就更强了。 这个分支的立场效果下，卡姐可以高频的赋予
Yeah, these co-op characters don't seem to follow the rules set in the game.
也能触发刺杀攻击。
哎，那也就是说，我们的新 T 也能触发刺杀啦？
哎，是这个意思。那么原先有刺杀特性的攻击就会更强。就比如说和艾吉奥拉、阿列克西欧斯啊，他们的
So they all have this assassination
原来
stacks.
刺杀队伍的联动机制在这里。那至中的仪式呢？
体验过原作的四成应该了解，
And adrenaline
在原作
stacks.
中极速刺杀就是个伤害极高的神技。在这里，卡珊德拉的至中仪式极速刺杀也非常强。
那有多强？
组织人，你相信我就很强就是对了。
好 ，OK， 好的。
当卡姐处于尼克斯注入时，释放至中仪式后暴击，可以获得筹备状态，可以再获得一张极速刺杀。
哇，这不就2次大招？
是的，另外还有任意友方触发刺杀或者释放至中仪式，将恢复卡姐的肾上腺素，可以加快卡姐仪式的轮转速度。
So she just spams ultimates, or at least uses them really
刺
quickly.
杀队之外，跟仪式队好像也有挺不错的象性。
现在我们来看段实机具体感受下。以尼克斯之路为例
，That sounds fun.
目前肾上腺素已足，可以释放卡珊德拉的仪式了。
The fact that they don't have, well, I don't remember what Mox control is, but
哇，先扔个毛，哇，瞬间转。
characters that don't play by the rules set by the game are like the best, most interesting co-op kind of characters.
这里还在追。
It's always been weird if you get a co-op character and they just follow the rules of the game.
获得筹备状态。
Even though they're from a different universe and they play entirely differently and fight differently.
加上我们前面提到的其他拥有
No, yeah, she just spams ults.
触发刺杀后，可以帮助卡姐恢复肾上腺素，就能更快的开启下一轮仪式。
哇，这卡姐太全面了！我抽一个卡姐等于3个卡姐，太值了。
那当然是的。那怎么获得这一个顶3个的卡姐呢？卡珊德拉音响与九色之海联动角色征集活动将于8月28日至9月19日开放，共计22天。在该征集中，联动角色卡珊德拉的首要概率将会获得提升。该征集同样属于联动征集刺客信条类型，征集保底次数将单独累积，与任意类型征集的保底机制均不共享。
哎，那个抽卡进度机制也是和我们艾吉亚的卡
I think they needed they needed a girl.
每当抽数达到100抽，160抽
，same guarantee pulls
还有280抽时，将分别额外赠送1位卡珊德拉，最多可以赠送4位。
没错，是一样的。
Wait, how many characters? How many
征集活动？艾吉奥
pulls do you need to max a character?
和卡珊德拉音响与九色之海都同样继承原版的保底机制。
5. Okay, so
都为联动角色
they cap it out at the maximum.
后续常驻征集。
卡珊德拉还有一位特别的弟弟阿利克西欧斯啊，大家如果有玩过原作，应该就记得他在游戏里出现的时候多有压迫感。
他在秩序神教内部的身份非常特殊，被赋予了代号德莫斯，是医术武器达摩克利斯之剑的主人。给大家补充一下，秩序神教就是在希腊各地活动的神秘组织，也是圣殿骑士的古老前身之一。他另一层的身份是和卡珊德拉一样，也是斯巴达国王列奥尼达斯的后裔。他原本该和卡珊德拉并肩作战，但却因为一段命运的断裂，走向了相反的方向。
哇，这听起来在这次故事中，这2人又会有一次会面。
我们选择了他手握达摩克利斯之剑的经典形象，身后是秩序神教的象征，
That's a freaking sword, Damocles! Wow.
被神化的孤独宿命。你有没有发现他的例会跟卡珊德拉的例会有什么联系？
看不出来，画风很像吗？
I'm gonna put them next to each other.
画风不像那还得了？嘉宾猫待会儿咬死你！
卡姐这个动作是要刺向那个阿利克斯是吗？
Is that really it?
2张例会看似独立，拼在一起却是在还原一个命运注定的交锋。
Oh my god!
而且如果你仔细看看他们例会的背景，会发现一些若隐若现的属于他们的故事。衰落山崖的命运转折，德莫斯在神教阴影下挥剑那一刻的残影。
Okay, that's nice. Lore. They used the lore to build this
他
art.
是一位非常刚猛的兽灵感战士，战斗方式也是大开大合。他同样拥有刺杀特性，释放制动仪式需要满足。
How good is Elixio since he's the free
通过
character?
洞悉效果和攻击也可以积累肾上腺素。它最具特色的一点是，当编队存在有其他刺杀特性的友方，并且任意触发刺杀后 阿里克西欧斯就有一定概率直接释放至尊仪式。值得一提的是，如果他姐姐卡姐跟他同队时，他释放仪式的概率会更高。
Wait, he can also ult spam?
击败我懂了，我的刺杀队已经成型了。
以及阿里克西欧斯的至尊仪式也附带刺杀特性，在对敌方全体造成现实创伤后获得增益，能进一步增幅仪式的伤害，是越打越猛哦。
搭配艾吉奥或者卡珊德拉就没有错了。
值得一提的是，阿里克西欧斯在本次联动版本中，我们将免费赠送，大家在8月28日登录即可获得阿里克西欧斯，而且在后续参与活动藏于日光之外，即可把它升到满速哦。
哇，满速哦！
好。
Okay, you can max them out for free. That's awesome.
再看一下
But that's usually what they do for free collab characters.
虽然雅典卫城是我们和卡姐梦故事的主要舞台，但为了更全面地展现古希腊的人文风貌，我们还还原了4个信条奥德赛中的其他场景，比如德尔菲神庙啊、斯巴达卫城等等。在这些场景中，我们还能体验到多种高度还原原作的玩法，更沉浸地让大家感受原作的魅力。
一路上的冒险，我们会收集到各种装备嘛，这些装备每种都有不同的效果，大家不要浪费喽。给队伍成员搭配合适的装备，光能提升战力，还能让他们朝着不同的方向成长，让冒险变得更有意思。对了，在刺客信条里面怎么能少了刺杀呢？主线之外，我们还需要调查和刺杀神教成员。不过这个也是我们来到
雅典观测
的一个过程，有时候数据出错也是难免的嘛。其实这里大家说不定还会不小心把魔晶误判为刺杀目标，大家仔细甄别。
什么意思？怎么魔晶到了这里还要打
？No, seriously, I like how free flowing this is. It's why I like SLA special programs as well.
专属信箱
Because
指示的终点
they're structured but not
还有
scripted.
我们 Apple 先生的金色
So you can have like genuinely funny moments and it feels
免
right.
费领取哦。
What?
既然提到 Apple 先生的衣着。接下来我们就来聊聊本次
Okay, so it's a really good time for a new player to get to R1999.
这次衣着的主题是我看一下台版啊，Soaring over Mount Olympus， 鹰与众神的时代。当鹰飞过奥林匹斯山路，角色们将在这片神话土地上
This guy's English is not bad.
那些早已流传千年的故事。OK 听起来就是会还原一些神话故事是吗？
正是如此，是他们对神话的回应，也是他们自身命运的另外一种书写。来，让我们接下来看一支短短的视频，跟我们熟悉的朋友一起再次漫步于那古老的时光。
Please follow me to Charon's Ferry. Oh, and be careful of the water.
Are these characters already in the game?
Don't let go of me. I see the light spilling through the gate.
And then they're just being used in the event?
Of the underworld. I can do this.
So like these are characters crossing over in the event. Obviously you can't have every character cross over.
I could use another statue for my collection.
Oh, they have new skins. Okay.
Oh, not you guys.
As well.
Chill out. History is our playground. And now we will have a few more statues to decorate it.
Greetings, Scylla. Hello to you too, Charybdis. Sailors, get ready.
They're all girls. Is this a siren?
哇，真的穿的跟神话故事中走出来一样。
我们设计了一个时空交错的幻想舞台，在这里，角色们脱下了过往的身份，以神话为灵感，以扮演为形式，化身古老传说中的角色。
而游玩过《刺客信条：奥德赛》的大家，也许已经有一段充满回忆的冥界冒险旅途了。而我们的马库斯正引领着曾经离开的朋友们走向冥界。
Wait, how many of you guys play Reverse 1999?
设计灵感来自古希腊的诗人俄尔普斯，他回头的一瞬，也正顺应着。
It didn't feel like a lot of people played it.
只不过
at least not in our
俄尔普斯的
community.
回头
So
是对逝者无尽的留恋，而马库斯已经下定决心，不再被牵绊住脚步。他回头看去，是为了更好的引领逝去的朋友们，更好的、更加温柔的与之道别。
Because nobody talks about it. It took into the collab which I heard stuff outside of gaming's.
背景是巨大的
But then
波塞
gaming's
冬
told me
雕
he
像
quit it
灵感便来自《刺客信条：奥德赛》
as well,
游戏中的
so
波塞冬巨
earlier
像。
on, and
这
I
是
think
我
I
们
guess
对
he's
《
back
刺客
now.
信
But
条：
you
奥
know.
德赛》和那个希腊辉煌年代的致敬。它原本就有人鱼血统，因此我们选择让它化身为那个在爱琴海月色中引诱英雄迷航的吟唱者。
没错，画面中刚好就是《英雄归途》中最危险的一幕。
Hold on.
波光的夜晚，维拉立于海中。
Me saying it's a dead game isn't inaccurate. I'm gonna fact check it right now. So we're in the reverse 1999 category. Will you look at that? This is such a lively game that the guy who doesn't even play the game watching this has more viewers than everyone else combined. You cannot tell me I'm wrong saying, hey, game is dead in the West. In the West, I'm well aware it's a big success in China. That's different though. But you can't tell me I'm wrong. Is this not proof? Anyways, whatever, man. I wanted it to do well, really, because I like the team behind it.
歌声划破宁静，引来风暴和回响。而冷周六以美杜莎形象登场的衣着，灵感来源于希腊神话中的戈尔贡，都是蛇。在《刺客信条：奥德赛》中，刚好就有一场与戈尔贡的精彩战斗。而在
That's because of China.
是
China doesn't count.
黑曜石雕像的美杜莎两位姐姐。
她头上那一
Okay, sorry. I'm gonna really quickly address that. China does count overall, but to use Chinese results to dictate it, we're Western players. It is not the same thing. If you follow Chinese results, Naruto Mobile is one of the most successful gacha games in the entire world, except it's only in China, but it makes so much money, right? There's some games that perform hilariously good in China, but do nothing in the rest of the world, or they don't even want to bring it to the rest of the world. It's not the same thing. So even though you say it's top 30, 20, yeah, but if you remove China from that, it's where?
一圈头冠，灵感来自于《刺客信条：奥德赛》美杜莎的造型，以及在原作中那个带来不死诅咒、令无数戈尔贡受困的他手中的伊甸神器——一颗形似金苹果的遗物。直到卡珊德拉到来，终于终止了这一切。
这是 Apple 现在这次的模样。有玩过《刺客信条》系列的玩家肯定很眼熟了。
Do we have any FGO players in here? Really? You guys know what a golden apple is in FGO, right? Whenever I see like this, it just the apple thing in Reverse 1999, I get it because I played on day one, and you meet a talking apple. But like this is just so funny to me.
它是伊甸智慧的化身，象征智慧与欲望交织的伊甸苹果。你看，它
There's also
被
golden
供奉在
apples
酒神
in
节的
Maple
石桌
Story.
上
Now that I think about it.
当然，即便是作为贡品，它也是最多汁的一个。
最性感的。
Shiki, what do you get for free? What's free lunch?
伊甸苹果贯穿着不同
The
文明的
sexiest
神话
golden
和
apple?
想象，它一次次的被描绘、被传说，引起争夺、觊觎，隐秘的影响着历史的走向。
哎，现在画面上的 Apple
Oh, that
先
sounds
生
good,
也
man.
马上要被窃取了。
哇哦，
很好，我们的目的达到了。
好。
那么这就是本次联动衣着的所有衣着啦。维拉九色之海的女儿，冷周六群蛇的春季，马库斯智。
Well, this is just how gachas work, guys. Want to make money? Skins for girls always do the best. It doesn't change regardless where you are. But they are really good looking skins. And they're not like exposed, ultra sexy ones. They're classy.
是冥府的门妃都可以在衣着风尚中购买获取，而 Apple 智慧镜头则是参与活动免费获取。这4个衣着都属于刺客信条联动衣着，后续暂无复刻渠道。大家喜欢的话，记得在版本上线后去商店购买哦。
这次的塔罗女皇演绎，我们也特别呼应了本期的希腊主题。温妮所扮演的是融合了古希腊神话中赫拉与德莫特尔形象的女皇。
啊，为什么是孔雀的尾巴？
孔雀是赫拉的圣鸟，那一枚枚鱼眼也象征着她无所不在的凝视。而温妮脚下的金色种子，则承载着德莫特尔的恩泽和丰饶，继承了赫拉的威仪，也保有德莫特尔那份滋养万物的柔情。
哦， 可能有小伙伴会问起，
She has
所以
nice
我就
feet.
一并说了。重返未来1999，国服在上期推出的塞梅尔维斯的月亮牌塔罗衣着星之窥影，也即将在其他区服 3.0 版本和大家见面，很快大家也有机会拥有啦。
好，是时候到福利环节了。哎，福利是不是一样让人期待啊？
来，我来给你整理一下。首先第一个，在《刺客信条：联动版本》开启当天，玩家就可以免费领取特殊月卡咆哮惊喜月。在联动版本期间，每天登录就可以获取90。
What did he just say? A free subscription? Like, what does that mean? Is this like a pass? A free monthly sub? That's nutty. I do not know of one gacha game that's done that as a collab thing. I've never seen that before. That's very generous.
纯羽地加苦木糖果乘以1，共可领取30天，总计可以领取2700纯羽地和30颗苦木糖果。
哇，这就15抽入袋了。哎，那我在银行已经买了月卡，可以跟这个活动的月卡叠加吗？
有的朋友包邮的。
So you get so that's a free version of it, but that's still really generous.
可以和咆哮的一月叠加生效，让大家爽上加爽。
That was fun. Okay, there.
那我至少我算一下，每天上线我就可以领个1抽了。
Oh, that's right. Yeah, if you have
在时代
both.
引导先知音响与九色之海联动征集活动开始时，玩家登录即可领取对应的10弦调，总共20抽。可以分别在对应的征集活动中使用。
哦，那就是再加20抽，35抽了。
对的，你算得很对。当然还有我们的紧张刺激的签到活动，
又来
完成签到活动，总共可以领取20枚读一率。
Are they gonna hit 100?
一共是55抽了。哎，而且大家应该还记得，刚刚讲过阿历克西欧斯是赠送的，我们金色的 Apple 先生的皮肤也是赠送的。
没错，在藏于日光之外的活动中，大家参与活动还可以获取满速的阿历克西欧斯、读一率、联动收藏品以及大量的养成材料。
哇哦，那这次真的还蛮有诚意的嘛
No, they're not.
对，
No.
我们实在是尽力了。然后除了这个福利以外，我们在联动版本的内容本身也致敬了非常多《刺客信条》系列的经典场景、台词，希望能带大家在1999的世界里面。
To be fair, you at 60, you're guaranteed to get one of the copies of the collab characters. So it wouldn't be right to just judge it by polls, because with the 60 cap, that's basically a guaranteed poll, guaranteed character. But as a gacha streamer and player, like, it feels good to say you get 100 polls. And that's usually where a lot of games try to reach for major events.
领略到属于《刺客信条2》和《刺客信条：奥德赛》的感觉。
玩法设计上和 UI 呈现上，大家在前面的介绍里也看到了。我们在保留199用户交互习惯的基础上，更多的与原作进行靠拢，希望能给大家带来更多不同的体验。我们也期待这次活动大家的反馈，所以8月7号上线后，大家一起来感受体验吧。
好耶
Wait, August 7th launch?
是我们重返未来1999第一次全球同服上线的版本啊，知道会有这。
Oh yeah, that's right. Because China's like a gazillion years in the future. Because Verse 1999 was in China for how long before it came to the West?
这么一段时间，有全球这么多人一起
，Oh, that's exciting, yeah.
1999聚集在一起，然后享受我们游戏带来纯粹的快乐，感觉还是相当美好的。
Yes, I know in the West they've been trying to accelerate it.
See you guys next time in Florence and Asian Greece. 我们下次再见。
下次见。
拜拜。
That was really good. They did a good job. Wait, what is this?
OK， 是不是该收拾东西走了？那怎么从这里出去啊？
你台本里没写怎么出去啊？
你没写啊？不能这样。你现在按照编剧的逻辑，我们这辈子走不出去，大哥，你不写出来，我们没法逃离这里了。你先编一个呗。
那我记得 Animus 不是有个设定嘛？那需要有人嘎掉，就中断连接了。那我们是不是需要有人嘎掉啊？
那就你喽，你喽，那是我吗？然后对，然后大家
Wait, he's a ghost.
一键搜刮我们的 body， 搜刮出一些战利品是吧？
那不挺好的吗？那你不就可以送出直播间福利码了吗？
行啊，那赶你呗。不过 我觉得有点草率。你就不能写一个好好的那种退场逻辑吗？
What the hell？
现身的是小幽灵啊！啊，看来我们可以安全下线了。
Okay. Oh, that's okay. They do have codes. That's such an Asian code. AC collab 0807 because that's when it starts. August 7th. Oh boy. Okay, that's fair. That was pretty good. Oh, they expire! They already expired! I'm not playing, I guess. I can't even redeem this. What the heck, dudes? They expired. They just expired. Wait, UTC -5. That's one pull you missed? That's one too many pulls. Alright guys, we took a look at it. Assassin's Creed 2, X Reverse 1999, X Assassin's Creed Odyssey. That's a very ambitious collab, because they're taking 2 versions of it. Man, it is really cool, and of course, as always, they do a really good job in the special program. I like how free-flowing it is. And the hosts, they're good hosts. They're whimsical, they're fun. A lot of work was put in this as well, and as always, the trailers are so well directed. Alright, how many people watched it? Whoa, about 140,000 people watched it, July 26th. Free Roaring Month, free Apple Garment, free polls, free collab characters as well. Thanks BP for love you players. BP's the dev, right? Hey, there's some real excitement here. Okay, well that's that. I'll put it up for voting. I want to hear what you guys gotta say. That was good, wasn't it? So, special thanks to Gamings for bribing me to check this out. I am, unfortunately, too busy to try another gacha game, but that definitely looks like one of the better collabs out there. Man, there's so many collabs in August, huh? So, for those who don't know, Sword of Convalaria sponsored me, and in August, they're gonna get, at the end of August, they're gonna get the dungeon anime, the dungeon food dungeon meshi collab, and then of course Reverse 99 has the collab of Assassin's Creed, and I'm pretty sure other games are getting collabs as well. I'm just blanking right now. That's really cool though. Summer's always such a big month for gacha games. I'm always really happy about it. But yeah. You know, I before someone mentions the obvious that the game has changed a lot since I last played it. Yes, I know. I'm sure most of my complaints from launch are gone by now, but I really think they screwed up the launch. They really did. This game should have done better in the West, and they were on track to do better too. As for the Love and Deep Space thing, let's see. Love and Deep Space is also another game that's heavily carried by China as well. Yeah, they're really dead in the West. 6.5K followers. That's even lower than Verse 1999. But no, that's again. I was trying to say, hard carried games in China are not the same thing. So that said, I kind of want to know. Voting is done. 5 stars. Wow, you guys really enjoyed it. I think that's deserved. That was a really good program. I wanna know. Hold on, give me a sec. Love and Deep Space. Oh, I spelled it wrong. Love and Deep Space. Average 85 average viewers, 5 average channels. I bet they had a really big sponsored streamer. That's what it looks like to me. Let's see. Yeah, they did. Yeah, this always skews stuff when you have moments like this, right? They all month long they only played for 6 hours, but they had like 1.2k followers, 1.2k viewers in it. Yeah, that always skews stuff. All right, let's see how it is for First 99. Since this got brought up, by the way, I don't ignore you guys during the reactions, but if I respond to every message I see live, then we're not gonna finish watching it. Same thing here. You have a really big streamer sponsored. Yeah, just play 4 hours. That's totally not normal. I guess Ruby checked out. Yeah, Ruby also checked out. Sweetly also checked it out. All these people checked out the program. All right, it's really hard to tell during months like these. Average channels too, though. Ooh. Anyways, I think we're through everything, are we? Didn't know there was actually any content. Yeah. Well done. 5.4K. Wish there's a lads version for guys instead. I think for over a year I've liked Art 99 more than HSR character story gameplay. I would have 100% played had they given us. Oh shit! I gotta check this out. I 100% would have played guys if there were auto battles, but because at the time I had just started Nikkei, and then Verse 99 launched, and there was no auto battles, and you had to grind so much before you could even access everything. I was just like, this is unplayable. What are they doing? Now that was eventually fixed. Sure, but it was in my eyes, that's a catastrophe. You get people's attention for like a day or two, and then they're gone. And if you do not have all these things down packed, people don't give it a second chance. Back to music. Oh, I want to check out the trailer.
Must be a mistake.
Hold on, let me check this out.
Sir. The apple. There must be a mistake, sir. The apple of Eden. Our key to fortune. Fame and power. Goodness me! What? Phew. Thank you, Signore. Andiamo. Look out!
I'm still not over the apple. God damn. Did you see it raise its little apple hands? I'm so sorry. God damn it. Look, guys, did you see the little apple hands?
Andiamo. Look out!
God damn. How do you make an apple so expressive? What are those hands even good for? What? Ezio gets hit? This is an Ezio, I know. Wait, you can... Yeah, that's right. You can just rewind it. He can't actually die because it's all in the memories.
Sensitive to danger, Mr. Ezio. You have never missed a target, have you?
You and your collaborators are hereby sentenced to death. Father,
Oh.
I'll kill you for what you've done. The Auditore are not dead. I'm still here.
Oh my
Me,
god.
Ezio Auditore.
Oh my, it's so stylistic. Oh, it's in the...
No.
And it's a styling
Killing you
of the
will
original
bring
game.
my family back. I'm done. Nulla è reale. Tutto è lecito.
Oh.
Hey, Ezio, I want those feathers.
What for?
It's a secret.
Oh, that's his sister, right? It's been forever. Oh my god. He jumped on a feather. Oh, that's so slick. Right through the neck. The one gap in armor.
You are the most skilled assassin this apple has ever seen, Mr. Ezio. I wonder what you have been through.
Oh shit.
No.
I don't remember his face this distinctly. But isn't that Shanks from One Piece? Oh my god. He's usually like covered. The One Piece is real.
Not the kind of story that anyone would want to go through.
He's hot. God damn, they know how to make trailers, that's for sure. Jeez. This collab was made for me. My younger self is screaming right now. Reverse 1999, nay. Reverse 1476, yay. That's pretty good. Oh god, we all cracking this man. The reference to the Black Feather quest in AC2 in order to get the black armor, the PTSD kicks in. They did their research. Did they actually work with a team from Assassin's Creed 2? The voice actor, now that I'm hearing it more and more, definitely doesn't seem like the original VA. But he's doing a really good job. Anyways, officially collab August 7th on mobile and PC. Giving it a like. Wow. Time to replay the Ezio trilogy. That's right, he has an entire trilogy. And you can actually buy all 3 games together. It was a pack. Oh my gosh, guys. This makes me want to play. Sadly, it is not Roger Craig Smith voicing Ezio here. I've made a list of reasons pointing to why. Roger Craig Smith is SAG-AFTRA. I thought that was fixed. As everyone knows, SAG-AFTRA had a voice actor strike from July 2024 to earlier this July. Recording of voice lines usually happens several months before they are actually used, and since the strike lasted for almost a year until earlier this July, there's no way Roger would have been able to record lines for this event. That's not true. If he really wanted to, he can make it happen within a month. But yes, it is cutting it very close. Because of Roger's unavailability, a new voice actor was used for Ezio in this collab. The voice is clearly not Roger Craig Smith's, judging from things like Roger's distinctive pitch, tone, and accent from Ezio compared to this one. Anyone familiar with Ezio's voice can tell you this. Okay, chill out. I couldn't tell. It's also been, years. The replacement is pretty good, but just not the same. As for why Cassandra and Alexios were able to get their original VAs, Melissa, Mahout, and Michael and Antonikos are both Canadian, and there's no indication that they're both otherwise part of SAG-AFTRA. Being Canadian doesn't exclude you from SAG-AFTRA. You can absolutely sign up there, especially if you're working in America a lot. Because they're not part of SAG-AFTRA, they were able to avoid strike, and therefore they were this part is a lot of speculation. I do appreciate someone going through their through so much work to try and provide explanation, though. I just don't know if it's all this accurate. Okay, but that's interesting to hear. Just so you guys know, Canadian VAs were a part of the strike, so don't make the assumption just because they're Canadian that means they're not. They have no restrictions. That's not true. Okay. Are we good? I gotta go to bed early tonight and then wake up and then edit video because sponsorship due. Let's play music.
This is taking
too
long.
No, we already played everything. Okay, cool. Sleep time Jover. Well, this is a very different stream. Usually we do at least some gaming, but I am planning in the future to do hangout streams in the future when I'm too tired to stream. Tomorrow though is going to be a hell of a stream. I have to pull so much tomorrow. I wanted to do it tonight, but I wasn't going to have the time to. All right. Well, yeah, I figured Ruby was reacting to it too. All right. She quit. Well, yes, your wife quit on V Shoujo, just like everyone else. All right. I think I was sent a link to something. I'm gonna check it quick. What'd you guys send me? What is this stuff? Isn't SR on Wednesday? It's normally Wednesday night, isn't it? I'm gonna get on Nikkei and double check. It's usually Wednesday, isn't it?
Okay, so that one sounds more Mozartian to me. Such a classical little move in the melody there.
All right, I'm gonna go Mozart, especially because of that cadence.
Yeah, I'm with you there.
All right, let's see what we got. Pokemon.
Oh man, how was that possible?
Oh no.
Okay, this is a weird video.
I'm joined by Mark Richards, and we're gonna see if we can figure out if a melody is by Mozart or from a Pokemon game. Mark is a former college professor in music.
I'm gonna double check.
I was mentioning, watching a video that was critiquing you for mentioning you work at Blizzard so much. I literally never talk about it. When I worked at Blizzard, I did that for Blizzard. Blizzard, 7 years, yeah. Blizzard. I used to work at Blizzard Entertainment. Used to work at Blizzard Entertainment.
I didn't even watch him that much, but he did say this a lot. He keeps saying he works at Blizzard.
Is having worked at Blizzard. I grew up at Blizzard. Blizzard, game industry for Blizzard Entertainment. Blizzard. Yeah, no, I worked at Blizzard back when I used to work at Blizzard, when I was at Blizzard. For those who don't understand, like, I used to work at Blizzard Entertainment. I know how to do that because I worked at Blizzard. Example of this when I was at Blizzard. How do you know so many things? I worked at Blizzard for 7 years. I don't think I'm better than other people. I do think that it's funny because you can that. There's a lot of people that brought that up. And it's like, I never said that I was. I think sometimes the things that I talk about in regards to those types of things is misconstrued as arrogance or boasting. When in reality, I'm just trying to give context.
So that is...
No, he's trying to give credibility. It's just funny he's shirking away from it, though. That's... Your dad worked at Blizzard. You worked at Blizzard. I don't get this. Why is he backing off from this again?
The problem right there. So I want you to listen to this phrase.
Sure.
This gets misconstrued as arrogance, but in reality, it's this.
Yeah, it's an arrogant statement.
Yeah.
That is the most arrogant statement on the planet, bro.
I actually am the first second-generation Blizzard employee. I was the first second-generation Blizzard employee ever. The first second-generation Blizzard employee. First second-generation Blizzard employee. So I'm second-generation Blizzard. I'm the first second-generation Blizzard employee that ever existed in the company. I'm also second-generation Blizzard employee. I was
Why does he just own this?
I was the first second-generation Blizzard employee ever. I was the first second.
You should be proud to work at Blizzard.
And I love that shit. I love that company.
Yeah.
Working for Blizzard.
Why is he dissing himself?
Or I worked at Blizzard. There's me eating a sandwich. Yeah, that was actually at Blizzard. I think it was my first. I think it was 2009. It was me picking a safe. It was me cracking a safe at Blizzard. Your Blizzard stories are fake? Which Blizzard story do you think is fake? Would you like to talk to me or my dad that worked at Blizzard for 23 years that's currently in chat? Which one do you want?
I don't know, man. I think he's stupid. There's only two things I take out of this. One, he's a jackass. And two, he's stupid. Like, socially stupid. I think he actually believes if he denies that he doesn't he never said he was at Blizzard, he could retract all of that or something. Because I have no idea how he can actually like straight face say he never said that. I'm not even a viewer of his. I've seen like a couple of shorts, and all of them he mentioned he worked at Blizzard, so I don't even know where he's going with this. Yeah, this is just stupid. What are you doing? Like, you worked at Blizzard, and you said it a lot. There's nothing wrong with that. Also, we're probably no, we should be all right. This is like a super old song. Let's not worry. He has and continues to lie about his experience in EVE Online. People fake it till they make it all the fucking time. All right, let's see. When is it the end? Gold Ship, stop. Gold Ship coming out of nowhere. Fucking love Gold Ship. All right, 1 sec. Let me check. I don't see any issues with memeing him, but I thought it was... Do you realize the way people talk about him nowadays? I thought he murdered someone. Or committed, like, a heist. Or he stole intellectual property. Like, I thought it was something serious. I thought he mugged someone. I thought he was holding up in the White House with a bomb and trying to get a deal through for unlimited Pringles. Like, that's the shit I was thinking that this was about. Not that he was just a jackass.
Goddess of Victory, Nike.
Alright, let me see. Oh shit, you're right. Tomorrow's Solar Raid. Wow. Okay, then I just alter my schedule to do Nier Automata the day afterwards. Okay, it's just a swap. Double checking. No, it's the same timing. Wait, what? Okay, I'm just playing Nikkei tomorrow. That's it. I should have done some of this. I thought it was Wednesday. Not like I took a day off, but... Okay, then I have to do... I might not need to go for both characters. So we're pulling for 2B. We're pulling for 2B tomorrow. Pulling for 2B tomorrow and doing Solar Raid. Okay.
Luna says maybe Hatsuboshi Gakuin.
Alright. Okay, so that's what we're doing tomorrow then. That's decided. Tomorrow's just all Nikkei. And I should go to bed early, edit video, get sponsorship done, and focus on Nikkei tomorrow. Yeah, I'll pull for 1 copy each. I don't like doing so many banners in one day, but we don't have a choice. Make sure to use all your Nier tickets. Yeah, I will.
Bonjour! Welcome to L'Arena, the finest entertainment the Ark has to offer.
Alright, I gotta make an announcement in Union 2. Dude, I've listened to this song so many times. It's so good. That's our Discord, right? I'm not crazy. Yeah, it is. We're a top 100 union in NA Nikkei, and we're more competitive. On our URs, and as a bonus, we do account reviews, and we'll help you in camp with hard mode, solo raid, union, solo raid, hard mode, solo raid. And what's the right terminology? So if people don't You realize this is Idolmaster, right? This is? God damn it. This is shit. I can't believe this is so bad. Now that you mention it, I think the song's terrible. Up until this point, I thought it was a good song. But somehow, as soon as you mentioned this is from Idolmaster, all joy and pleasure I had from this song disappeared. I don't know how that happens, but it happened. Now I feel like the captured Taliban who get interrogated with Idolmaster songs playing in the background. This makes me feel like giving up the secrets of my government. Go watch Imus with Mono, kiss and make up, then marry each other after. Gosh, thanks. Sang is a generational hater. Okay, I'm exposing him because Len never took responsibility for it. Len is the guy who kept showing me pirate software clips. And he doesn't take responsibility for the fact that all of this has happened. You know, Len, if it wasn't for you, I would probably have just watched like 3 of his clips and that was it. Are you serious? I'm about to expose this man so hard. Also, he spams me with Asmongold as well. Well, what is this? March 19, 2024, Pirate Software. You don't even watch Apex Legends. It's interesting hobby-related gaming. The videos also play airing on Grievance's game training. And what is this? More Pirate Software. I didn't want to like actually just show our entire DMs, but yeah, you did send me lots of him. Dude, I don't even care. I don't care if he's a jackass. It doesn't matter to me. Wait, what was this? Oh yeah, it was about sleeping, except I do not function well. Hey, you sleepy. Hi, me torrid. I think I was trying to say me tired, whatever. Was it just 2 videos? No, it wasn't. This Len definitely went. No, you definitely went through a phase where you really liked his videos and you kept showing it to me. I want to be clear. I don't even care if he's a jackass. I don't watch him anyway, so it doesn't impact me at all. I don't know about you guys. Do you guys know this guy? Let me show you. Also, thanks for the mambo thing. Now it's being shown to me more. Oh, I guess no one made a video about this. One of my first YouTubers that I like watched like every video from was Swoozy. And all he does is tell stories. And at some point I was like, there's no way this is all real. This is insane. But it doesn't matter, man. If it's entertaining, it's entertaining. But there's tons of people on the internet who tell a story and it's not real. So I don't really care. Like it's normal. Yeah, I used to watch him a lot when I... I wonder what happened to him. I think that YouTube algorithm like eventually didn't like storytelling guys, so you know. I really don't care. A lot of people lie about stories. It's not the stories, man. Okay, what is it? What is it then? I watch all of it. Today. Okay. I didn't watch all of literally everything. That's not where I'm going to say. Of everything we watched today, all I got out of it is he's a jackass, which obviously includes arrogance. What's the right terminology for it? Where you double down when you're wrong? Like, he refuses to accept being wrong. Well, responsibility. He doesn't take responsibility. He makes up stories. Like, am I missing? What am I missing? You say it's not the stories, then what is it? He's stubborn. Okay, sure, but... What am I missing? You guys keep telling me I'm missing something. What am I missing? He's a narcissist. I'm sorry. Have I not addressed this already? If you're going to become a successful content creator, you're going to be a narcissist. What do narcissists care about? How other people view them. What do content creators care about? How other people view them. What do narcissists want? People's adoration and love. What do content creators want? People's adoration and love. If you're a narcissist, what do you like the most? Attention. What do content creators want? Attention. I'm sorry, being a content creator and a narcissist includes so much crossover. Not every content creator is a narcissist. That much is true. But there's so much crossover that majority of content creators end up being narcissists. That's just how it works. I'm sorry. That's the reality of it. I swear you're all the way back and count it. I only sent a total of 4 videos and apparently 4 was all time. Okay, maybe I misremembered it. But you sent me more of his videos than anyone ever did, so. Seriously, Grim, if I'm missing it, tell me what I'm missing. But I'm sorry, narcissism's not a crime. There's tons of narcissists in the world. And I do admit that I liked him because he did seem to give some genuine advice. Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. As I said, you shouldn't feel ashamed or anything like that. You can only... What is this song? Your feelings are legitimate even if the reason you felt that feeling isn't legitimate. Like, if he told a story that was fake and you felt good about it, your feelings are still real. It's alright. Just because you like someone and they turn out to be a terrible person, that's alright. There's nothing wrong with any of that. Grim, you can't leave me hanging on this, dude. Come on. If you're telling me it's not the stories, then what am I missing? What is this? Playing TFT, man? Alright, tell me when you can.
Edited Tekken Shaiju.
I don't think we can send that, right? Yeah, we can't. Why can't we use any symbols? Alright, that's it. I'm gonna make a new sheet before the main reason people hate him is his misrepresentation of stop killing games. All the other stuff is just minor stuff to laugh at. So how come nobody addressed that all night long? Like, people mention it, sure, but like, what about it? You can't. It's like saying the problem is money, and then it doesn't really explain anything. I don't know anymore. Well, I don't know either. I heard about that too, but all I remember from that is that he made a dumb statement. But people make dumb statements all the time. But it must have been really bad. But like, what was it? I don't remember. So strong sense of self-importance and a deep need for admiration. What's wrong with being a narcissist? Nothing. There's nothing wrong with it. The entire Western culture nowadays is all about self-importance. There's nothing wrong with it. Why do you keep doing this to me? You know what? I'm just gonna Google it real quick. I'm gonna Google it real quick. What is this about? This is part of an ongoing drama Power Saw that began over a series of reportages made in his World of Court, where his reputation as a savvy, perhaps intelligent person was shattered. Okay. This chummed the waters for people to be angry with him. In a recent video from the person who started that to stop killing games, supposed to call a Pirate Saw approach to initiative. Okay, so he got called out. Many people are already angry at Pirate Saw's reputation is very poor at the moment, and this is just another contributing factor to ongoing public outcry against him. I would say anything his views on Stop Killing Gamers are by themselves petty tellings, but the entire drama context does paint a picture of hope. It shows us that he really doesn't understand how to own up to his mistakes. Okay, yeah, he's a jackass. Okay. This course in this thread is definitely a reflection of the current state, very charged. There's an initiative proposed to the EU by Stop Killing Games, which advocating for consumers and protecting their purchase rights for games. There's a consumer forum who criticized the movement publicly and indirectly. I'll be honest, I don't even know how many people actually believe the things they say. A lot of people say stuff to get attention. It's the idea of good, all publicity is good publicity. And as someone with a lot of content creator friends, I've seen a lot of really bad takes, and I don't think they believe in those takes at all. As for this, though, he probably does. No, seriously, this doesn't really make any sense. He probably does believe it, but why? You're a game developer. Why would you believe in any of this? Alright. Why would you be against it? I want to also be clear, like, stuff like Stop Killing Games don't do anything. Advocates, there's advocates for tons of things. They don't get anything done, though. The government's never listened to advocates. Civilian advocates, good luck. Maybe, like, out of, like, 100 civilian advocate groups, like, one of them gets something done. Okay. On the SK side, Thor's comments were totally rude, dismissive, and uninformed. Cool. I can understand why the community would feel disrespect, especially given he's such a big, high-profile streamer. I don't think this merits a response, bullying, death threats, etc. Yeah, that's definitely true. But Thor certainly owes an apology. Sure, he does. But it will never be good enough anyways. For how he spoke about the movement, he should also correct his statements indicating the initiative was too vague. Okay? And should be only for single-player games. That's not their idea, and he misspoke. And he didn't read their ideas for online multiplayer games. Self-hosting servers are cool, taking me back to the early 2000s. This is also part of the reaction slop going on. Tons of people don't know anything about what they're talking about. They react, give their thoughts, and it's not good enough for anything. Emmy, thank you so much for the raid. You were playing Nikkei. Thank you so much. Jasper, why? Please don't tell me you directed someone here. Thank you so much, though. Let me give you a shout out. We're trying to understand. I didn't play any Nikkei today. I was just trying to understand the drama with Thor and AK Power Software. Thank you so much. Let me give you a proper shout out. Thank you so. Oh, wait, it already happened. Thank you so much. Guys, check out Emmy, especially if you're a fan of Nikkei. Oh, right. You're still so new. How's your journey thus far? I'm glad you're still playing. I think I remember. Yeah, thank you so much. And welcome. Guys, let's get her closer and closer. The first 1,000 is the most special. So give her a follow. Be a part of the first 1,000. Yeah, thank you so much for the raid. 2 away from 420. Yeah, who wants to make 420 happen? Make 420 happen. Blazer. You got traumatized again? Are you playing story? I bet. But the trauma is what makes it so memorable. Thank you so much for the raid, though. I really appreciate it. Sorry, I'm just going to wrap this part up because I just want to know what was happening. Lately, I've just been following a lot of the drama stuff going on for VShojo and now Pirate Software. I've been trying to understand why everyone's like trying to cancel him. The death threat thing is way too far, though. Yeah. What this guy is saying is essentially how I feel about it as well. It's been ridiculously hard to get to like the crux or the nuance, the main point. If it's about stop killing games, why did nobody mention stop killing games? Like we've watched, okay, I'm sure if we watched an hour-long video, we would have eventually gotten to it. Sure, that's fair. But I'm so surprised, like, of all the people here today, like, sure, people mentioned stop killing games, but they didn't talk about anything specific about it. And in fact, most things directed me away from that. So yeah, it just looks like uninformed opinion, but that's just the norm nowadays. Everyone gives... It shouldn't be the norm, absolutely, but that's what most people do. They look at something, they give their opinion, and it's not good enough because they didn't do their research. And something like Stop Killing Games probably has like entire documents of what they want to do, so... Okay, at least we now know. Thor from Pirate Software or something. The game developer guy. But all I could tell was that he was just saying stupid shit.
Fluoride Hatsuboshi ga Akuan.
Fuck, guys. Reddit's filled with weird people. Do you guys think you should be allowed to just delete? Ugh. I'm so sick of Reddit where people say crazy shit and then they just delete their account and then they're off the hook. And this dude got harassed too? Good lord. Huh. Sure. Anyways. Probably better to spend less time on Reddit. Didn't Reddit used to have like a great reputation once upon a time? Oh god, how much stuff do I gotta do tomorrow? We gotta do SR, pull for 2B, get her costume, pull for Doro 1 copy, pull for E-Leg 1 copy. So 3 pulls and SR. God damn it, tomorrow's all gonna be about Nikkei. Okay, I know if we talk about it now, it's definitely crazy. But once upon a time, Reddit was where like magical things happened. like somebody has a problem, they talked about it on Reddit, then some super genius comes out and figures it out. Or like insane acts of generosity. Or someone like mentions like a murder case and then Reddit figures it out. Like all I know in 2025 that kind of like mythos is completely gone. But at one point it was just insane.
My hands are too slippery.
It was like a place of magic.
Careful now. Let's go again. Under the light of the kingdom, and thou art cleaved through. Dang it, my hands are too slippery. Careful.
Reddit blames some random guy for the boss marathon that ruined some guy's life. Yeah, that sounds right too.
Back to it. Dang it, my hands are too slippery. Under the light.
Are you gonna check out Strim first before poll? What Strim? Drink a white monster and keep playing. You can just call in sick in the morning. Yeah, that's not gonna fly with my boss. I was there at work yesterday. I definitely did not seem sick.
Careful now. Let's go.
Oh, I'm gonna have to do that another time. I'll probably do it on Wednesday or something.
Time has come. Let's give it our all. Careful now. Let's go.
Yeah, I have to do it on Wednesday.
Dang it, my hands are too slippery. Would you like to try our signature?
Okay, let me get the union stuff done before worrying about it.
I shall go again. Dang it, my hands are too slippery. It seems this battle shall drag. Under the light of the kingdom, all shall kneel.
When do you guys go to bed? How much sleep do you guys get if you work full time?
Careful now. Let's go again. Would you like to try our signature power?
I think right after this, I'm going straight to bed.
This battle shall drag on. Dang it. Under the light of the kingdom, all shall and thou art cleaved through.
4 to 6 hours, 7 to 8 hours. If I go to bed straight after this, I think I can get 6 hours. And then 20 minutes of editing, that's way too little. I'm probably gonna need more than that.
Would you like to try our signature power? Let's give it our all.
I'll probably try and get 5.5 hours tonight. Yeah, Andy did those events for me. I am now paying for people to help me with gacha games so I can sleep more. Don't say I'm not trying.
As long as we're together, I will never fall.
They're joining the way of valuing your time more than gacha. That's not true. I don't want to hear this from you. You're the worst person to hear this from. Mr. I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna stop spending money. Doesn't do either. I don't want to hear this from you.
As long as we're together, I will never fall.
You're the wrong person. It's like Satan telling Jesus that it was a wrong move. I'm Jesus, by the way. No. Goddamn. All right. Here, I'm gonna share the sheet. Okay, I'm gonna share this, and I think we're good. Do you guys remember this story I told you guys where at work I was typing in Hotmail and it gave me hot Jav? and then I went to hot jab instead of hotmail. I wonder if it show up if I write hot right now. No, it doesn't. Why did it show up then? What the hell? I don't fucking understand this. Why did hot jab show up that day? I just wrote hot. What the fuck, man? I'm just glad the IT guys never talked to me about it. But like, how did it even show up? I just wrote hot in and it doesn't show up. I didn't delete it or something. I didn't touch it at all. Why did it show up that day? That doesn't make any sense. Oh, I gotta like update all this. This is all out of date. Okay, whatever. Our Discord server is so out of date, but no one is helping me with this stuff. Okay. Oh goddamn, this was so funny. I'll watch this clip of you guys another time. You know, we have rules for this stuff. Wait a sec. Here, congratulations. You're now poop colored. I gotta double check which one of our roles takes away rights. What's really stupid? I don't remember that one. I'll figure it out later. I don't got time for this right now. Wait, congratulations, you're poop colored. That has a lot of roles. I mean, our server's been around since 2017. It's been a lot of years. If anyone's an expert at Discord and wants to help out, let me know. We gotta modernize the Discord server, but I can't ever find the time to. Isn't it Auburn or something? No, poop is not Auburn. Poop is not Auburn colored. Ask Empress. Datura, I don't think Datura's good at it. Your favorite mod? No, Kyle, that's you. You're my favorite mod. Okay, you know what? Maybe I should just figure it out right now. Wait, how do you disable it? It's defaulting to it's defaulting to the oh, I think we have to like set it for each individual channel to take away the perms. Yeah, because these are all server defaults. So we gotta turn it on to turn it off. Yeah, because we have it set as an individual for the channels. Okay, that's right. It's been a while since I did it. Yeah, so we have it set as individually. We have to have it set as individual permissions for per channel. A lot of garbage. No, it's a lot of it's legacy stuff from other events, other channels, other games. Is that it? Oh, I think that is. Okay. Time to ask 2018 singers what to do about these roles in 2025. Man, a lot of it's from the a lot of it's also from the perspective of yeah, we have like set all these things up. A lot of it's also from the perspective of the moderators. So I actually have to check the moderators on this stuff as well. Oh, that's interesting. Apps permissions. I don't remember that at all. Okay. But yeah, we really do have to like update the server. It's so out of date. What did you think I was gonna do? Not check it? All right. Fill out the Nikkei investment sheet and identify who they are. Existing members should make sure it's up to date, and if someone knows how to use the sheet properly, please help fix. All right, there you go. Now, one more thing to do. That was just for the night chat, all good. I can sync it to the entire server. Are you trying to make me do it for the entire Such a troublemaker. I could sync it to the entire server, man. Come on. You know, it's not just you, right? There's like 14 other guys that role. All we can use is text in your shit. It's only for stupid people. Doesn't it feel weird?
Cancel.
Oh, it's 3 weeks ago. Okay, Okay, I guess it's not that long ago. Okay. So why did you get to do that? It was probably one of these, right? Allow members to use commands from applications in this channel, including slash commands, context commands. Allow members to use activities in this channel, external apps. I think it's likely one of the embedded links is what it is. Okay, let's team comps. Reset is the final 24 hours for solo raid. Okay, I think that's everything we have to worry about. All right, we're done. We're have so many rows from the old guys. Yes. Okay, we're done. Okay. I think am I missing anything, guys? 134, sleep 5.5 hours, wake up at 7, spend half an hour editing, 20 minutes preparing for work. And that's right. You're missing watching Master. Mono, if I finish it, do I get $100? Or are you trolling me? Oh crap, I was supposed to do overclock. Like, go for a top run is what I was supposed to do, but that's fine. If you're serious, I'll try to do it on Thursday. How about no BJs from me until you watch it? No, that's a horrible deal. Just make Kyle Discord mod, he runs his own. Kyle, would you help me fix this stuff? I've been trying to find someone to help me fix it, but no one's done so. Fire is electric than easier than electric, so it won't be as bad. Yeah, I think it'll be easy because I have good water Nikkei's. Okay, done deal. What's the deal?
You've made it far enough. It's time for me to take the gloves off. So here I come.
I was talking about this the other day. Remember to do OC. Like the higher runs, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, I did plan on doing it. I just didn't get to it. Oh yeah, he's going to Japan. That's right. Okay, I'll wait for you to come back then.
I shall go again.
We don't. Oh, we don't delete legacy channels. We archive them. You actually don't see most of the channels because most of them get archived. I am not falling for this. Eldritch, you will never even see these channels, so I don't even know what this matters. I love when people like...
While I am not well versed in the rest...
You know, people... You know, there are people out... Like, this is what it reminds me of. Have you guys ever seen someone, like, be so proud of a shitty grade? Like, this kid gets a C-, and he's bragging to the kid with a D. Like, what are you doing? It doesn't even matter. Or people, like, get angry at a tier list because the character got A+ tier instead of S tier. You're like, oh, okay, it's like a 0.5 difference. Why are we even arguing this?
Your
It doesn't
team has
matter.
won another victory.
Okay, I'll do this stuff in the morning. I don't know. It's fine. Yeah, sure. No fees required. Okay, it's a deal. It's a deal. I've asked my current mods to fix shit, and they... I'll be frank, I don't think they know how to fix anything. If I don't use a third-party Discord client, I won't see it. Okay, well, for the average person... Where's Kaio? I bet this guy hasn't typed in forever. Okay, I'll just search him up. His last message was literally shake my head, time to dip. That's hilarious. Seriously, the last Kyle message was time to dip. Wow. He is upheld to that comment ever since. Okay, well, we made the guy who dipped moderator. That's great. Alright, we're gonna rate someone, guys, and call it a night. I got so much work to do in the morning. Kusa's just a woman now, right? How many days do I have for my sub? 20 August 23rd, alright. 13 build an SR. It's an easy SR, right? I gotta do it tomorrow. Alright, we're rating Kusa because it's his birthday. We'll say happy birthday, big sis. Because he's now a woman. Alright, let's do it. Why is he so big? I don't know, he's a woman now. Holy bazookas, I know. Alright, we'll say happy birthday, big sis. I'll go with that. Alright guys, thank you so much for being here. I'm going to bed so I can wake up in the morning and edit video. Thank you so much for supporting me. I'll be back for a big stream tomorrow. It's nice to just have these streams where we don't do any gaming and just chill and hang out and catch up on things. It's fun. We'll do more of these in the future. But yeah, thank you guys so much. Good night, Jasper. Good night, Adrian. Good night, Andre. Good night, Shiki. Good night, Esme. Good night, Kaio. Good night, Eldritch. I gotta make a new name for him because he's no longer third rank. Derpdritch. I don't want to say goodnight to Mono though. Alright, good night everyone. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys next time. Tomorrow. Derpdritch. Good night, Joel. Yeah, it's your Derpdritch now. Alright, here we go. Come on, guys, let's get a 40, 40, 40, 40, 40. Let's get a 40. Come on, 40, 40, 40, 40. Come on. Ah, fine. Good night. Oh, that doesn't help. All right, here we go.